Yeah. Bet on me. I've been playing low too long. S4R! Bet on me. I've been playing low too long. Key in my palm, but I froze at the door too long. Rich got rules, I roll mine in stone. No more scared money, pretending it's control. Bet on me. When the pressure get loud, I don't gamble, I size it, then send it with style. They saw monster, I saw margin for loss. Tonight I step like the man they been calling the boss. I made caution sound clean, war like wisdom. Whole time fear had a seed in the system. Small went stacking, I kept shrinking the ceiling. Then got aggressive when I got tired of feeling. That ain't courage, that's panic with polish. That's some dude talking loud where the plan lost knowledge. That's me getting hot when the rhythm went cold. Trying to force a new chapter with an old blindfold. I know the difference now. I can feel when it's clean, I can read when it's pressure, I can see when it's greed. I can move with more weight without changing my mind. Same rules, same breath, same line, same design. I've been conservative with a lion in my rib cage. Crowd see beast, I see risk on the big stage. Show up live like I know I'm that dude. Then alone I start shrinking from the same truth. No more, bet on me. I've been playing low too long. Key in my palm, but I froze at the door too long. Risk got rules, I roll mine in stone. No more scared money, pretending it's control. Yeah. Bet on me, bet on me. When the pressure get loud, I don't gamble, I size it, then send it with style. They saw monster, I saw margin for loss. Tonight I step like the man that I'm calling. No more break tap when the road look clear. No more dressing up doubt like a wise old fear. No more playing small and complaining I'm stuck. No more holding back power and calling it luck. I don't need wild, I need aimed aggression. I don't need hype, I need trained discretion. I don't need bigger if the mind ain't steady. I need full trust when the moment get heavy. Scared money don't move, wild money don't last. Slow grind built me smart, rich change class. Red belt hunger with a grown man grasp. I don't chase the rush, I command the path. I ain't made it, I'm still tying and not. Still first in the room when the room getting hot. Still sharp and still studying thought. Still humble enough to admit what I'm not. But don't call me timid cause I move with precision. Don't call it fear when the plan got conditions. I can be calculated and still be vicious. I can move in silence and still move different. I had the coat in the closet too long. Whole time it fit me, I just wore it wrong. They saw the gift, I kept staring at the cliff. But what if the edge is where the whole life shifts? I got proof in my past that I rise when it's heavy. Proof in my losses that my mind can get steady. Proof in my scars that the pain couldn't dead me. Proof in my name that the grind already fed me. So I trust my work, I trust my rate. I trust the hours that nobody sees. I trust the losses that humble my speed. I trust the hunger, but I give it a leash. That's the level. Fire with control, pressure with direction, risk with the soul. No more hiding behind almost and soon. No more asking for some while I'm scared of noon. I'm not here to survive on repeat. I'm not here to keep crawling from deep. I'm not here to keep doubting my reach. I'm here to step like the man they already see. Bet on me, I've been playing low too long. Key in my palm, but I froze at the door too long. Risk got rules, I roll mine in stone. No more scared money, pretending it's control. Pressure get loud, I don't gamble, I size it, this in it with style. They saw monster, that's on margin for loss. Tonight I step like the man they been calling the boss. I don't need permission, I need position. Bet on me, bet on me. Yeah. I don't want more just to say I got it. I want freedom. It's different. Freedom move. I don't move how they want now. Time too expensive. I can't water it down now. Built from the pressure, I can breathe with my chest out. Came from the grind, now I'm carving my route out. Yeah. Freedom move. I need space, I need options. I need peace in my house, not applause in my comments. I need keys to my time, not a chain with a shine. If it don't free my life, it don't stay on my mind. I used to count every hour like it owed me. Clock in, clock out, still feeling like the old me. Dream in my pocket, bill sitting on my shoulder. Smiling for the world while the inside got colder. I ain't hate work, I just hated being on. Hated asking for a break from a life that was my own. Hated missing little moments that don't never come again. Hated knowing I was built for more and playing it pretend. So I got still with it, got real with it. Stop trying to talk dreams and build with it. No wishful thinking, no fake grind quotes. Just long nights, log in the tightrope walk. I ain't chasing fast money, I'm chasing calm mornings. Breakfast with my family, no phone calls warning. That's wealth to me, that's legacy. That's why I move carefully. They want the look, I want the leverage. They want the shine, I want the exit. Freedom mode, I don't move how they want now. Time too expensive, I can't water it down now. Built from the pressure, I can breathe with my chest out. Came from the grind, now I'm carving my route out. Freedom mode, I need space, I need options. I need peace in my house, not applause in my comments. I need keys to my time, not a chain with a shine. If it don't free my life, it don't stay on my mind. Yeah, freedom don't mean lazy, freedom mean choice. Freedom mean I finally got ownership of voice. Freedom mean my daughter see a man and stay committed. Not a man that had a dream and got scared to go live it. Freedom mean my wife get more than what's left of me. More than tired eyes and stress sitting next to me. Freedom mean I build so the weight don't recycle. Break the old loop, make a new title. I seen people flex cars they don't even control. Big image outside, still trapped in the soul. That ain't my lane, that ain't my aim. I want less change, more domain. I want land in my schedule, peace in my mental. Room for the people I love, that's essential. If I get rich but lose presence, that's broke to me. If I gain time and keep purpose, that's gold to me. They want the look, I want the leverage. They want the shine, I want the exit. Freedom mode, I don't move how they want now. Time too expensive, I can't water it down now. Built from the pressure, I can breathe with my chest out. Came from the grind, now I'm carving my route out. Hey, 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 hey. Freedom mode, I need space, I need options. I need peace in my house, not applause in my comments. I need keys to my time, not a chain with a shine. If it don't free my life, it don't stay on my mind. I'm not trying to escape work, I'm trying to choose mine. I'm not trying to look free, I'm trying to use time. I'm not trying to be seen, I'm trying to be there for the people that I love when they need me there. Freedom mode, I don't move how they want now. Time too expensive, I can't water it down now. Built from the pressure, I can breathe with my chest out. Came from the ground, now I'm carving my route out. I need options, I need peace in my house, not applause in my comments. I need keys to my time, not a chain with a shine. If it don't fit my life, it don't stay on my mind. Yeah. Freedom ain't the flex, freedom is the function.
This that late shift, graveyard, pockets on E. This that praying in the driver, God, don't let me bleed. This that thumbnail, live stream, teaching about the teeth of the market while I'm fighting for my family to eat. This that knee brace, aching from the miles in the mud. This that E5 rank that I earned with my blood. This that YouTube grind when the views was a dud. Now we talking about a movement, not a maybe. This a flood, sacrifice for the riches. That ain't just about the cash, that's about the sleep I gave up just to break a broken past. That's about the liquor I refused when I could've hit the glass. That's about the therapy I took instead of speeding off and crash.
For Retest, that's the code that I live. Gave my tears, gave my time, gave my body, gave my ribs. For my wife, for my kids, for my people that I live. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, I'ma die before I quit. Sacrifice for Retest, put the name on my stone. I was built for all this pressure, I ain't breaking, I'm grown. If you looking for a hero who was carved out of the stones, you can see him in the mirror when you face it on your own.
I was clocking in for bosses that ain't know my middle name. They just saw the numbers hitting, they ain't see the inner strain. Then I turn my pain to content, turn my lessons into game. Now I got a tribe of traders that refuse to play the same. Disco buzzing charts up, members learning how to move. We ain't chasing lotto tickets, we're protecting what we prove. Teaching risk, teaching patience, teaching how to keep you cool. Cause I lost enough myself to write a whole financial school. My sobriety a badge, my resilience a shield. Every L I ever took became a tool I had to wield. When the market tried to break me, I just studied how it killed. Then I built a better system, now I'm walking through the field.
Sacrifice for research, that's the code that I live. Gave my tears, gave my time, gave my body, gave my ribs. For my wife, for my kids, for my people that I live. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, I'ma die before I quit. Sacrifice for research, put the name on my stone. I was built for all this pressure, I ain't breaking, now I'm grown. If you looking for a hero who was carved out of the stone, you can see him in the mirror when you face it on your own.
When I say sacrifice, you say for riches.
Sacrifice for riches. Sacrifice
For riches from the trenches to the digits. When I say process, you say over profit.
process over profit. Process
Over profits, we ain't stopping till we locked it. From the runaway son to the soldier in the dirt, to the husband with a white queen fighting through the hurt, to the father of 2 daughters that he put in every verse, to the trader and the teacher helping others break the curse. I'm the sum of every scar they tried to use to hold me back. I'm the voice of every kid who had to grow up in attack. I'm the proof that if you're willing to go all in on the path, you can lose a couple battles and still never lose your track.
sacrifice for research, that's the code that I live. Gave my tears, gave my time, gave my body, gave my ribs. For my wife, for my kids, for my people that I live. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, I'ma die before I quit. Sacrifice for research, put the name on my stone. I was built for all this pressure, I ain't breaking, now I'm grown. If you looking for a hero who was carved out of the stones, you can see him in the mirror when you face it on your own.
Hey, what is up? Mic check 1 2 1 3. Mic check 1 2 1 3. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you see your boy? Can you see your boy? Let's see. Sure we're good to go. That off. All right. I just need a little mic check real quick. And we're gonna get into it. All right. Today's Thursday, so let's go. Oh, my dog is barking. 1 second. What is good, Will? Hey, mama. Mama's in the chat. Hey, shout out to my mom. You see the badge on her name? She's a moderator. So that means that I wish I had a belt. Because if y'all get out of line, she gonna pootie-tang the hell out of y'all. Like, whack, 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 whack. All right, mama, get him. All right. All right, Roll Life, I see you, big dog. All right, and Will, I see you. I don't know how many people are here, but hopefully we get a good turnout today. We will see. Hey, Joy, what's up? My guy, Joy. All right. Yes. I was like, what am I doing right now? I'm getting prepared. I'm getting prepared. Discord. All right, I'm gonna bring up. All right, no smoke. All right, I feel you on that one. All right, I am going to highlight the Discord a little bit here. I don't really do this, but I didn't feel like downloading like the images and stuff from the day. So we're just gonna kind of get into it, but just give me a minute. All right, so we're gonna highlight some members and then we're gonna get into it. Y'all see this blanket? My wife made me this blanket because it'd be cold in the basement. All right, let's see. All right, how many people we got here? Let's hit the like, the subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. I see 13 people. Hopefully I got 13 likes. Baby, not baby, like I'm talking to my wife. No, people, understand this. Today actually worked out because I think the alerts actually went out to people. I don't know what it is. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. However, at the end of the day, if you guys could please turn on the notification bell, your boy, I do not spam, right? Like, people know me as SoFi guy. And I mean, a couple other tickers. I mean, shout out to everybody who got into PTRN, Reddit. I mean, Chewy. I mean, the list goes on, right? And of course, AMD, I call that out, right? At $89, call that out. Nvidia, call that out at $100. There's something else that was a big one, but brain freeze, I don't remember. But anyway, we call them out, right? But one thing that I do not do, one thing that I do not do is spam. You will never see me come out with 5 videos on SoFi in a day or in a week. Like, that's just not who I am. Google it. I don't know. I'm going to bring news to you that I think is relevant. And some relevant news right now is SpaceX IPO is official. And if you guys need a place to buy pre-IPO, right? You can do that on SoFi. I do have a referral code, so just let me know if you want it. I did buy some shares myself prior to it going live, which I think is on the 11th. So we already know how it's going to roll with Elon. I mean, they are overvalued with SpaceX, but you know, people don't care about that nowadays. They just care about the forward guidance. I will say about that, just so y'all know, I do expect some type of a pump and dump, right? Why? Because I think there's a ton of money into SpaceX, and I feel like there's a lot of people that are going to want to be taking some profit that had shares, or it's like private investing. It's like I forgot the terminology behind it, but there's going to be some there's going to be some profit taking. But the question is will retail and institutions that have not been in SpaceX privately, are they going to be strong enough to kind of push the stock and essentially kind of overpower the sell-off, right? Because I think it's going to go on a rocket, but at the same time, I would not be surprised if it tanked. So I grabbed me a couple shares to be safe, and if it tanks, I'll just load up more because we already know what time it is. Let's see. I'm good on the smoke. I see you and I hear you. I appreciate that, Mom. Let me know, right? Who else we got? What's good, Beno? I see you. TW, I see you. Busy day. I got the alerts today. Hey, busy day. Them alerts was popping today. Shout out to everybody who got 100% on silver today, 100% yesterday on Microsoft. The S4R Mastermind indicator is absolutely killing the game right now. And if you combine that with our AI trade assistant that I taught AI how to use my code, or what my code is for the indicator. So now there's an app that comes with the subscription that can walk everybody through any of your questions, right? It's pretty much like an extension of myself. You can take a screenshot of your chart, give it to the system. As long as it has the cockpit table in there, it will be able to let you know what the setup is and what to look for. I mean, there is absolutely no reason why we should be losing a lot of money, right? Goal number 1 is to stop the bleeding. Goal number 2 is to start making money, right? Well, stop the bleeding, understand what you're doing, and then make money. So all of it kind of happens with this indicator. If you do not have the indicator, I'm telling you right now, it is going up in price on tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, this is the plan. Right now it's $24.99. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know. You do need to have a TradingView Plus membership to use it on the charts. But I will tell you this: if you don't have Plus and you don't care for TradingView, you do get the alerts, right? So like if you are, for instance, wanting to be a member of the Discord, or if you are in the Discord and you don't want to do TradingView, but you want all of the alerts where it gives you the entry, the exit, take profit targets from my charts directly and combined with the indicator, then you can get that if you have the subscription. And then later down the road, if you decide that you want to go ahead and buy TradingView Plus, you can do that too. So it's best of both worlds. Okay. I made it where it just works, right? And then on top of that, if you don't do TradingView, you have the app, right? It still can take and diagnose your chart, right? And give you its analysis even without the indicator to an extent, right? I made it where there's options. Okay. So either which way is undervalued as far as what I have it priced to, but that's intentional, right? Because I just want to help as many people as I can. But adding this other layer to it, and then the constant battle that I have with TradingView, that's all part of like my time. And then that time, that's where I have to make adjustments as it relates to the cost or whatnot of everything. So hopefully y'all understand it. Hopefully you respect it. If you want information, just mastermind.sacrificeforiches.com, and I will link that in the comments real quick. This is the official page of the indicator to give you all the details that you need, right? And if you just want to say forego that and get right to checkout, I will give you that link real quick. Well, this link is going to get you to where the Discord is, as well as the indicator. Okay. All right. So pick your poison. All right, everybody. All right. So that being said, I think I covered the indicator. The only other thing to add to the indicator is that I do cover, like, there's consistent content coming out about it. Okay. So you're not left to figure it out on your own, like maybe some other indicators that are out there. I have video content, and there's a playlist of quick information, and then there's a deep dive within that same playlist, so you guys aren't in the dark, so you can hit the ground running and know what you're doing, right? But when I tell you, and I don't say this lightly, that indicator is an absolute game changer, and I'm not exaggerating. Ask anybody that uses it right now, even if they're not successful, they can see it, right? And all it does is just take some time for some people, but once you see it, you're gonna be like, where was this whenever ago? And that's kind of where the inspiration came from. So this is like a 10-11 month process, but it's been developed based on the 6 years of my trading experience, and struggling for most of those years kind of birthed this indicator, right? And this is something that I wish I had early on. So if you're struggling, if you're losing money, if you are treading water and you just know you're right there, man, give it a shot. It's $25. Try it out. You're probably, if you're losing more than $25. I bet you that. So give it a shot. The worst thing you can do is, the worst thing that can happen is that it doesn't work for you, and then you can just cancel it. But I'm telling you right now, if you get a chance, you're good. You even get Discord access with it, right? So it's limited, but you have a direct connection to me to ask questions. What's good, Breeze? Okay, please take it from me. The indicator is absolutely worth it. Says Joy. It's $25 every month. Yes, it is every month. And tomorrow is $35. Tomorrow is $35 a month. And that's still undervalued, because one play will pay for a year. We just did 2 indicators. I'm about to show y'all right now. All right. So first of all, there are new people here. So shout out to those that are new. All right. My name is Darrell. This is Stocks for Real, Sacrifice for Riches. And this live stream is the rapid fire chart analysis. Okay. I'm going to get into everything that we do, but there's a little bit of admin, a little bit of check-in, a little bit of, things like that in the beginning of it. And then we kind of roll into what we're all here for, right? And then following this, I tend to roll out short reels based on what I've covered, and they've been hitting. All right. So again, that's part of you turning on the notification bell, because between me and my editor, we got our fingers on the pulse. My editor's a trader too, right? So when he's looking at the charts and he knows that I talked about something, he'll clip something up and then he'll post it, right? So that's where you get instant relevant information and eyes can get drawn to X, right? Whatever the stock is. And we call some pretty dope plays, right? Pre and post earning plays, you name it. Key levels, they hit, right? Not every time right in line, but shout out to my buddy, my editor buddy. He's doing his thing, right? He's back and writing the ship, all right? So I think that is, yeah. So yeah, get in with it, right? Lock in. How long we've been live? Not long. We've been live between the intro songs and stuff, like a total of 26 minutes, right? Because I started at about 7:15, right? And I just had music going, and now it's 7:30. We kicked it off right away. All right. So anyway, let me show Jeff. You're not late, man. You didn't miss nothing. I just went over indicator and stuff like that. So, got you, my guy. Yep. All right. So I want to shout out a couple members of the Discord. Okay. I don't do this too often. But I mean, I think it's important because what's happened or has been transpiring in Sacrifice for Riches, or as for our Discord, is that we've been together for, I don't know, a little over a year. I don't know, maybe longer. Yeah, it's over a year, but you know what I mean? Like, but I've seen so much progress, and there's so many more people that's flooding into the win column versus the loss column. Something that we make sure that we talk about is our losses too. And I'm not going to put anybody on blast, but we have this here for results, right? Why? Because losses are just as real as wins, right? And if we don't talk about the losses, we can't improve, right? And that's the one thing about our community is that we keep it real, we keep it raw, and we understand that there's no growth without transparency, right? Without talking about the bad times too, right? So we talk about those, and if somebody posts a negative play, right, we don't give them crap. We don't tell them why'd you do that? We're not judging. We're helping them, right? If they have a question, like most people have questions, or most people will tie in why they did something, right? Or some people are a little discouraged, but guess what? We're here to support and uplift and elevate everybody. We're not here to tear nobody down. And that's why our community is as strong as it is, even though it's small, but we like it that way, right? We're going to grow gradually, but at our own pace. But we do that so we can protect the foundation of who we are as a core. So shout out to everybody in the Discord who's holding it down, who's helping out, who's thinking beyond themselves. And as y'all are on your journey, you're still taking time out of your day and whatnot to help support and elevate those in the community. So I can't be more proud, and I can't be more excited and just blessed to have a community of people that is doing what they're doing, right? So shout out to Breeze. We're going to look from yesterday to today, and we're going to be quick. Breeze with 144% gain on 144 on Nvidia. So shout out to you, big dog. Spark 40, he lives in here, right? So he did an overnight on the Netflix play, snagged himself $109. Yep, he's been killing it. $150 on a SPY put option, right? Bought 7 of them, got $150. It's a nice day, right? Myself, well, we called this play during the live trading session. We had a live trading session, and right towards the end, I was like, hey, I gotta go, right? And before that, guess what? I got prompted. The indicator popped off, gave me notice, put me on notice that, hey, it's a T1 signal. And if you guys have been watching my videos, y'all know that T1 is the one signal that I will trade every time. T1 and T4 are like bread and butter signals, okay? So when you get a T1 or T4, it's game on. So we got one, right? On Microsoft, 10-minute time frame. Right here, 4 out of 6, that means that's confluence, right? So we have a rating. So it's like confirmations, right? So we have 4 of 6 confirmations that led us to believe that we were going down. Entry, this is my indicator. My indicator is giving you your entry, your stop loss, and your take profit target. Nobody else is doing that, okay? discount. This is letting you know that, hey, it's probably a little expensive for puts right here, but that's just to let you know, right? But you know, we took our trade, and guess what? 96% of a win on this play. So shout out to everybody who's doing that, right? We got a couple people that missed it. That's okay. There's always another play, right? Shout out to Spark, who got a little bit of that Microsoft play, right? He got a little bit of that, $47 on that, and $236 on that. A little bit, big dog. You got more than me. So let's get it. So we, you know, the community, we went in together. Off the indicator, yes. Yes, off the indicator, right? Channel, he's our last minnow, right? We need him to evolve. Channel needs to evolve and grow some legs and become or some teeth and become a megalodon. No, but he's been killing the game, right? At this point, this individual like understands the game, and they're here just for support, and I can appreciate that. Real talk. Chiru, again, $124, killing it on Nvidia. Don't move. All right. If Nvidia is paying you, you stay with Nvidia, big dog. All right. So yeah, I was giving him some crap. So then this is today, right? We did a put option on a T7 silver. T7 on the indicator is a continuation signal, right? So it lets you, if you're in a specific trend, downtrend, uptrend, the T7 signal triggers when it has enough confluence, right, to say, hey, right here is a good idea to probably get into a trade to continue playing this to the up or downside. In this scenario, I put the Discord on alert. Technically, the indicator put the Discord on alert, but they didn't necessarily get it. So I made sure that I tagged everybody, right? Oh no, they did get the tag. Okay, some people might have missed it, but I also tag just in case, so people know that I was getting into the trade, right? The entry, right? The stop loss and the take profit target. We went through the take profit target, right? And then ended up hitting that was a $250 gain on that. It was more than that, right? Because I had 10 contracts, and then I left a runner, and that runner kept running, right? So we got up to 71% on that. So shout out to y'all. Right, Spark 40 again. I mean, the list goes on. It's QQQ 245. All right, so overnight holds, we're doing our thing. Oh, we got Queen Nadi, who's been killing the game on MU and SPX. So shout out to the Queen, who's a Leviathan. So is Spark 40. The red is Leviathan. That's the highest of high tiers that we offer here. Okay. And the last thing I'll do, I'll just show you what it looks like when you get an indicator. Right, so this is our indicator alert page, right? So literally it's giving you plays or trades through the day, but these are high probability trades. These aren't just blowing you up, right? So we have this section that gives you high probability setups, and that's setups with 5 or more confluences. Okay, and then you have live trade signals, and these signals are the rest of the signals. So it's 4 or less confluences that might trigger, but they just won't tag everybody. So what does that mean? That means that if you've been staring at the chart for a while and you can't find a play, then just go over here to live signals and then see if something's popping off, because something might just catch your eye, like this call option for Meta, right? Meta give a T1 signal. It was a 4 out of 6 confluence. 4 is solid. 3 is our minimum. Okay, so if you see 4, right, shout out to you if you caught this play, right? I know people were talking about it, but this is dope, right? So you get T7s, you get T1s. Microsoft popped off in here on a T1, but only had 4 out of 6. Okay, so again, we're doing what we got to do. So if y'all want to be a part of that, the only other thing I can point out is there's two more. The liquidity radar. So this is, again, the indicator is letting you know if we have a sweep, if we have a sweep on the previous day high, we have sell side liquidity, buy side liquidity, is letting you know buy side liquidity, previous day high, previous day low, things like that, right? It's like an awareness level. So you can bring your attention to these things, right? And it even lets you know the time frame, right? This is in the power hour. It tells you these things, okay? And then we had the rapid fire alerts, okay? And these are the alerts that I post, right? So, well, I post them all, but these are levels that I find on my charts to which I also give you entry, exit, take profit targets. These are not bots, everybody. This is me, right? So in my tools. So there's no pay bots or anything like that. So if y'all want to be a part of that, then consider becoming a member and joining, right? That's all I got to say about that. We're small, but we on fire. We on fire. That's enough though. That's enough. All right, so let me go ahead, read the comments, catch up, and then we're gonna get into what this is all about. Hopefully we got more people flowing in. I've noticed that I need to stretch the front end because people get the alerts delayed. So all right, so let me catch up real quick. All right, so Jeff is relieved that he didn't miss nothing. My mom says, welcome aboard. You are part of the family now. Jeff been part of the family. He late to the dinner. He looking for a plate. All right, Benno says, I love that it is small. Most times when a community gets large, it changes for the worse. That is never going to happen. Right? Why? Because I'm humbled and I have too many people around me that is going to make sure that I stay humble. And there's a reason why I don't mass advertise our Discord. There's a reason why I don't, there's no huge push or rush, right? It is what it is. I'm not trying to get rich off of people, right? I am trying to just build a community of traders and give them an environment to do what we got to do, right? And there's a lot of little guys that get left behind and get swallowed up in these university size Discords. Not to say that they're bad. They have a lot of resources. KGU is a home for me. Just so y'all know, if y'all don't know that, it's Keenan Grace's Discord. But there's a lot of people, right? 16,000+ people. Shout out to KG. But some people are lost in the sauce. Some people need a smaller community. And it is what it is. Technical college is me. University is places like KGU. I think you got Chris Sane, who has his big Discord. You got Larry and Stocks with Josh and Mo or whatever. Like I there's a lot. Traveling Trader. There's a bunch of people that I respect in this community that I'm nowhere near their level. I'm not a millionaire, but I do appreciate what they do, and I do understand how big communities get, and that's why I'm intentionally doing things the way that I'm doing them. Right? What is up, Rochella? Right? My wife made it. Shout out to my wife. Babe, just so you know, your name is Blue and you got a shield now. Right? You're an Avenger with my mom's, with mama. But no, y'all are moderators, so keep everybody in check. Now y'all got 2 Pootie Tang belts. You know, if I don't know what I'm talking about, Google Pootie Tang, and then you might laugh or might think that's the dumbest thing ever, but I'm just gonna end it with Sarate. Sarate. All right. Love it. I see you, Bella. Jeff, T7 means continue. Okay, gotcha. Yep. What's up, Ozzy? I see you. This community college. Yeah, community college all day. But it's worth it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get into my spiel as far as what this is, and then we're going to get into it. But before I do, any questions? You know what? Ask me your questions while I'm going through the spiel. I'll double back and then we'll get going. All right. Man, my mouth is dry. Okay. Man, I'm in KGU, and bro, the community is nice, but I'll rock with you, bro. Hey, I'll rock with you too, Mark. I appreciate that though. I appreciate that shout out. But yeah, all day, man. KGU is dope, right? The community is dope. The people is dope. You got Crown Traders over there, and you got KG, who's been the most consistent person in this game that I've ever seen, right? So mad props, mad respect. Do understand those that are in KGU, I am no longer at this moment doing live trading or live training. There's a reason behind that. It's just, you know, it's a direction thing, and essentially, like, I have a schedule and things are just a little, I need flexibility, and we just didn't align on that respect. But I'm still there for the community. I'm gonna do my thing, and I'm gonna keep helping where I can, posting plays, answering questions, all that stuff. Okay, so I'm not going nowhere for as long as they have me. Yeah, so I'll leave it at that. Let's see here. I'm in KGU, but I love you, Rel, since SoFi. Hey, SoFi $8, Queen. Let's go. We still eating off of SoFi from $8. What's the cost of a monthly membership? $59.99. And that is there's a WAP link for that, and I will pin that to the top. Pin message. That's the base price. If you guys decide that you want the indicator, you can bundle it if you so choose. But yes, $59.99 is the price to be in the Discord. All right, so nice blanket. My wife made me this blanket. I love this blanket. We gotta show off my blanket. Gotta show off my blanket. Premium. All right. She hand did it herself. I love it. All right, so okay. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stocks for Real, Sacrifice Riches. And if you're just tuning in, we have not started yet the rapid fire chart analysis. So what is the rapid fire chart analysis, right? This live stream is about finding high probability setups, right? We are looking at the market from a zoomed out perspective, and then we are looking for potential swing trades. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't day trade them. We are swing trader. We have a swing trader mindset that day trades, right? Shout out to Shala. Is that Shala? Is that my god mama? I think my god mama just subscribed, y'all. Shout out to Shala. All right. Oh, that is. What's up? Hey, Queen. All right. Get me that your DL, by the way, just so you know, so I can get this set up for y'all. Where was I going? Yeah. Shala, you threw me off. Nobody really stuns me like that. Hold up. So we can be day traders with a swing trader's mindset. Okay. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the charts, right? When I switch over to the charts, I have a timer. I'm gonna set the timer. When I say go, then I'm gonna be looking into the comments, right? For setups, or for tickers. 1 second. Yeah, I got an announcement to make for tickers. All right. So your ticker request is pretty much what drives this live stream. Okay. So essentially, this is how it goes down. Right. Jeff is in the building. So let's say Jeff is interested in, let's say, Google, right? Jeff his name is in green, so he gets priority. So Jeff would say Google, right? GOOGL, put the ticker in, and then he might add some context, right? The context might be, hey, looking for Google calls, right? Or looking for Google puts, or in Google currently, where are we going, right? Is now a good time to buy Google, right? Like, it's not like I'm about to give you financial advice, because I'm not, right? It's not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, or anything like that, but I am going to go over the technicals and tell you what I see. And hopefully you've done your own due diligence, and then we align. And if we align, then great. Hey, you already know what time it is. You know what you got to do, right? Make that decision. You're in charge of your own portfolio, but I will do my best to give you my insight for you to make that informed decision. But that's kind of what's going down, right? If I see something that I really like, I might spend a little bit more time on it, y'all. Right. And if I'm spending more time on it, that means that you probably want to keep your finger on the pulse, right? Or you might want to look for that next alert within the Discord or whatnot. Okay. So that's kind of how we're playing it. So the order of March, right? Here's the priority list. Hold up. I gotta let others know that we are live. I forgot to inform KGU. So let me get them in real quick. Okay, everyone. Okay. Everyone live now, taking ticker requests during the rapid fire. Tap in. Okay, so there we go. So the order of March. Okay, if if your name is in green, you're number one, right? If your name is in green and you put hashtag S4R, don't use that hashtag if you're not in the Discord. If you're not in the S4R Discord, okay? Please just, good character, okay? So that's priority one. Priority two, KGU. So if you are a member of KGU, you put your ticker and you put some brief contact, keep it simple, right? And then put hashtag KGU at the end or the beginning, doesn't matter. Put hashtag KGU in there, and then you are also priority, right? The only other way to kind of get in the mix of that is if you're using super chats or hype or whatever it is, right? Gifts, I don't know what they do here, but whatever, all that stuff. And then if you're a subscriber, right, then you kind of fall by the wayside in a sense. I appreciate you being here and thank you for subscribing, but like I have to respect the order, okay? So because those individuals actually pay to be here, so but I still appreciate you being here. So just stay tapped in. We have a couple people here that will keep tabs on the tickers, aka my wife and my mom. This is a family affair, right? So they might let me know, hey, you might have forgot this ticker or whatnot, okay? And I'll do my best to do right by y'all, okay? That being said, is there any questions relating to what we're doing here? If you have not hit the like button, please do so, and then also please consider sharing the live stream. Let's see here. I'm gonna catch up on some chats and then we're gonna go. Mark, I do want to get into swing trading, but understand it. Hold on. And understand it more. I can't be in the charts because I still am at the 9 to 5. Yes, I get that, Mark. That's why I have the indicator. And if you don't have the indicator, man, try it out. Okay, because what is designed to not have you stare at charts all day, right? It's part of that. Okay. And then if you're, if you get the indicator, right? The indicator kind of does that work, but my community, my Discord, I have the alerts or whatever, but I already gave that spiel. I'm not going to give it again. But yeah, do your best, right? But we're going to talk about it a little bit. Okay. Mark plus grad school. Yep. How's the weather, by the way? Beautiful. All right. Timothy. Always. What's up, bro? KGU. Glad to be in the house. Continued success in all you do. Keep striving. I was in KGU when you wasn't a crown trader. You're a humble and family-oriented guy. That means you know me for a long time, big dog, or you've known of me for a long time, and I know your name, right? So I appreciate that shout out, and I'm blessed and grateful that I've been who I've been to my core this entire time. I haven't changed who I am. I've just been positioned to help more traders, because I was already helping KGU when I wasn't a crown trader. I think that's why I'm a crown trader, because that was like a selflessness of while I was on my journey and while I was struggling, I was still doing my best to educate people with the knowledge that I've acquired. So now y'all, the people, right, push me into this. People ask me to do the YouTube. They asked me to do more, right? And that was not the intention. That wasn't the plan. But, at some point, I think it was like 2024 early, I think I just decided to get out of my own way and just and I got to a point where I started to turn a profit, and before that I would have felt more like a fraud, right? Like, just because who am I to teach people and if I can't do it, right? But once I had my profitable year, right, I felt so comfortable. I was already doing it, right? And my psychology is what gets in my way more than anything. But at the end of the day, I got to a point where it doesn't matter what I do. Like, I'm gonna do me, and I can do it live, right? But I know what I'm talking about, right? And I'm positioned uniquely, I think, to help a lot of people because I'm still very much so on my journey, right? I'm not a millionaire yet. So my grind is real, is raw, is continuous. And for that reason, I can still extend my hands and help those that are coming into the game. And then they might propel forward ahead of me, and that's cool. I'm happy. That would bring me so much joy. But guess what they get to do? They get to pull me up, right, when I'm down. And that's what community is about, because I'm not perfect. But you know what? We're going to get there one way or another. Everybody's on a different timeline, right? We're on the same path. We got different views, right? Right? But we're on the same path though. We're on the same track. Okay. I'm not taking a request yet, not till we go over to the stocks and hit and I say go. But hold that thought, Benno. What's your insight on Hood? We're gonna talk about it. Okay. Facts. Okay. TW, I just paid for the indicator. I need help. Go to the playlist. All right. But no, you're in the Discord. No, you might not be in the Discord. I don't remember. If you're in the Discord, we got you. But if you're not, then you have to go WAP and sign up for the Discord. You've been with me for a minute though, so I can tell that you should be. Silver, hey, welcome. I appreciate you subscribing. Silver and Black says, just joined KGU last week. Just watched the beginners video of for the buy call options. About to watch a few more times to let it sink in. Hey, tap in. Right, leave a comment. Let me know if you have any opinions or whatever, or if there's any information that you seek that you can't find, because likely I've done it. And I'd be more than happy to kind of help you filter through the videos and get you the information that you need so you can be on your way, big dog. I got you. Keyword yet, says Mark. Good looking out. I see you. Right. I've been feeling so inspired being around you, amazing individuals, and you all as a collective. That's what's up, man. Hey, you stay inspired too. Okay. And then breed it. Andrew, day all day. Thanks for subscribing. All right. Evening fam. Hope everyone. Okay. What's up, Alex? All right. So we're about to get into it. Okay. Sorry for the delay. People are rolling in, and you know what time it is. We got to do what we got to do. If you're just tapping in, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, because we about to get busy. We about to get busy because this stock's real. Rapid fire chart analysis. All right, let's ride. Hold up. Let me make sure that my charts are set, and then and we're gonna get right into it. Okay, my charts are set. I want to do this. Okay. Shout out to Queen Slay. I appreciate you being here, Queen. I'm trying to see if I can get rid of something, y'all. 1 second here, because I want to. 1 second. I'm just having an issue with my with the chat log thing. That's all, but I'm about to fix it fast. There we go. I'll do the best I can with that. Okay, so without further ado, what's up, Nylene? This is. Hey babe, just so you know, the paintless dent, the hell people, they might come around 8:40, and I'm kind of running late. So if they do, just get my clubs out for me, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, everybody, we're gonna start with 25 minutes tonight. All right, I appreciate y'all being here and the patience, but let's switch over to the charts. And when I say go, it's go time. All right, it's go time. Mic check 1 2 1 3. First, can you hear me? Can you see me? I need to know if you can hear me and if you can see me. Why is Silver there? Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. Yeah, let me know if you can hear me and see me. I'm going to get rid of these overlays real quick. Because the chat box is not working. I got to get that fixed. So let me fix this real quick, y'all. Because I think, okay, and I just want to check one more thing. Okay, we good to go. All right, without further ado, check. I can hear. Okay, without further ado, this is. Hold up. We ready? Okay. This is the rapid fire chart analysis. Ready? Let's go. All right, what we got? Let me clear up my charts, but we'll be all right. Let me get rid of my indicator. All right, what we got? All right, Benno, first on the list, says KGU. Shout out to KGU. Nvidia. All right, Nvidia. All right, so looking for calls. I will only do one, Benno. All right, looking for calls. I'm not looking for calls right now. Why? Only because a couple things. One, here's my chart. Okay, this blue line for me, right? This blue line is anything below this line, this dash line, is in a bearish territory for me. So that means that I have a bearish bias, right? The fact that we failed to actually reach this line and retake this level tells me that we're not ready to go up, right? We actually fell through a key level for me at 217.38 in the after hours, right? So we have a lot of data coming out tomorrow, and this could go the opposite direction 100%. But I'm telling you this right now. If I don't know what time data is, but I'm not bullish on Nvidia until we break above 223.75, right? That doesn't mean that you can't play to the upside before that. I'm just saying that overall, I am bearish. And if you zoom out, you're also bearish, okay? You're also bearish. So just be careful, right? I'm not going to spend a lot of time on Nvidia because, I mean, these are my levels, right? Entry, exit, take profit targets, right? We have a floor for Nvidia being at 211, right? 211. I think that's, yeah. Hold on one second. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's 211.63. Okay, so I can see it's coming back down there. If we can't get back above 217.38, then we're falling down. Okay, so what you would like to see, if you want to play puts, you would like to see it come and retest that if possible and see a rejection and then take it to the downside. Okay, next up is BMNR. Says TW press. I got you. BMNR. That is Bitmine immersion, right? We just killed the game on coin puts. But you know, that was a couple days ago. But you're not giving me any context. So if you guys don't give me any context, I'll do my whole thing and just see what's going on, but I can't really speak to you. Okay. So as of right now, we are still bearish on this stock right here. Okay. It's coming back to retest a neckline, right? But this is a key level of resistance here where it's sitting at 1785. Okay. So with this, I would be telling you that I have a price range. I have a trade range here, right? The trade range is going to be from 1785 to 2386. So this level right here, I'm going to tag it white, this one red, and then I'm going to give you my shift in bias perspective, which would be kind of more so the midpoint right here. This is like a lot of chop. Okay, let's see here. Give me a minute. Yes, that works. Let me zoom in real quick. Perfect. All right, so $20.78. That is my shift in bias. Okay, what does that mean? That means that for as long as we're below this level of $20.78, we are bearish. Okay. For as long as we're below 1785, we are bearish. We need to break above and retest. If we can do that, then I would be looking to go long on this position. Okay, we need to see this, and then we're going up. All right, we're going up, but we need to break this level. Okay, not until then, we're still bearish. Okay, cheese right here. Oh, you're good. If you see anything sensitive in there, just get it out for me. Sorry. All right, hold on. Tesla, says my guy Jeff, TSLA. All right, we love us some Tesla. All right, so Tesla, we're bearish, but technically when you're looking at Tesla right now, we're in a neutral position, but we have a bearish bias right now, mainly because we're below my level of 435.43. Okay, we failed to break above and hold above that level on several accounts, and this is where we are. Let me get rid of some things real quick, because these levels are old and they're not my chart level. If you see on my chart, if you ever see yellow dots, right? Yellow dots, those are buy side and sell side liquidity, and I was probably trading it. Okay, every line has a purpose and is defined, and if you don't have a consistent setup for your lines and your colors, I suggest that you do it. Right, we have to treat this like a business, and our business needs SOPs, right? So my business has SOPs as it relates to trading and chart analysis, right? So we're in a neutral position, and man, I love this chart pattern. And if y'all know me, y'all already know what time it is. This is a symmetrical triangle, right? A symmetrical triangle is a neutral position, right? Where you get lower highs and higher lows. Okay, that is what's going on here. So I do see Tesla coming down to retest my level of 409.56, right? And then from there, we're either gonna break through right away, or we're gonna just ricochet off of that and head right back up to this descending line of resistance here at around 430.91. Now, don't get cute and don't think it's sweet, because this could come up and retest my 435.43, which I would love for it to happen. But be careful, because if we don't close above this level, we are still bearish, and then this could be a false breakout. There's some things to pay attention to. If you have the indicators, going to help. If you don't, just understand price action and volume, and it's going to go a long way. Okay, but this is how it plays out. Okay, you could really see something like this where we come back down to retest this blue box. This blue box is a demand zone. Okay, so I could see it falling to the demand zone and then taking off. Okay, understand, we have SpaceX IPO coming up, right? So a lot that could affect Tesla in some way. There's rumors that that Elon was thinking about combining Tesla and SpaceX, right? Tesla acquiring SpaceX or whatever, right? There's a lot going on that could make this happen, but essentially, here's my entry, exits, and take profit targets. Okay, so at 409.56, you're looking at a call or a put, right? Above this, confirmation above, calls. Confirmation below, puts. And here's your level. You're gonna ride puts down to 399.79. You're gonna ride calls, right, to the first take profit target of 423.31, and then from there to this descending line of resistance, which we already covered. So Tesla took a while, but that's all good, because Tesla's important and we make a lot of money on Tesla. All right, moving on. Fly KGU, looking at calls. It's been on a fly, FLY. All right, so Firefly Aerospace. Okay, what is this? Never heard of it. Love it, because it's a new stock and it's going to be a challenge, right? So zooming out on this, yeah, it's new. So here, quick thing, we got a double bottom, right? We broke our neckline and then we retested. It's a beautiful thing because it's a textbook setup, right? So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so all right, so we get our W, boom, 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 and then this is our neckline at 33.85. We break the neckline, and then you don't just hop in on this move unless you are a tactician. You just want to catch momentum, cool. But if you miss the move, it's okay, because almost all the time price comes back to retest that neckline, and that's going to give you the confirmation to the upside. Why? Because you have now broken a downtrend, you've produced a higher low and a higher high, so you're looking to make sure that this higher low happens, because that is going to be your, the confirmation of your change of structure. So now you're in a genuine uptrend on this move as it sits. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, we'll draw our lines. Hold up. We on fire today. We're gonna draw. Let's get. Yeah, hold up. We're gonna go from here to here. All right. So we're gonna draw our lines. Typically, I have them flipped around, but I'm gonna zoom in, and you're gonna see what's up. Right. So we are in something called a continuation. We're in an ascending channel, right? So we broke this double bottom, and now we're bullish, right? We are at the bottom of a ascending channel, hitting our ascending line of support, right? So now we've bounced and we are looking to turn it around. I hate these candles, right? But at the same time, if you give yourself some time, you could be seeing some upward movement to this ascending line of resistance here around $57. I'm sorry, closer to 55.35. I'm saying 55.35 because I've identified a supply zone here at the top. Okay, this is a glorified supply zone on a higher time frame, so you do not ignore this. Okay, hopefully you guys are learning a lot in a short amount of time, but I'm doing my best to keep it moving. If you're here and you're not subscribed, please do so. Hit the like, the subscribe button, the notification bell, all that good jazz, right? So now we're gonna go in. I want to zoom in on this one. I want to zoom in on this to the 1 hour real quick, because the 1 hour is going to give me a little bit more detail, right? So that changes my supply zone. What I'm doing is something called zone syncing. I'm not going to get into deep on that, but we're going to do that. And I'm going to turn on my indicator, right? My indicator gave you T7s on the upside, and now it's giving you T7s to the downside. These T7s are continuations, right? So we have another continuation right here, and it's giving you your entry, exit, take profit targets. I know it looks like a mess. You can clean it up, not a big deal. But the indicator right now is telling you that we're bearish on the 15-minute. We're choppy right now. We're below the 200-day EMA. We're below VWAP. We're in a structural downtrend within this time frame. There's no setup. We're holding for shorts, or it's safe to hold shorts. That's what it's telling you right now. Okay, because lower highs, lower lows. So we probably have some more downward movement to go, but to be determined. But hopefully that analysis gives you some insight. We're gonna keep it moving. Sorry that took too long. We're gonna look for Barton. Barton says Hood. He's in leaps right now. Are you seeing this to continue an uptrend? Well, Barton, I would like to know if you are you swinging this for long term, or if you is this a short term position for you? It's important because it matters how I assess or analyze the chart to some degree. So, but you gave me some information. So here's the thing. Hood rallied, right? We made money on this, and then we got a rejection, right? So we had a false move to the outside. So it was weak, not a false move, but it was a weak hold. So buyers lost steam. This right here, $90.81. This is a key level for me, right? This was the ceiling of my trading zone for Hood. So once we fell back through, we were bearish again, right? And then we came to try to break through, but we never confirmed back. So this was our trigger to go ahead and hop into shorts and ride this down to, right, $79.59. Hold up, $79.59. Okay, to which we got a hammer and we rolled up. So we are in bullish territory, but we are in like a weird space, right? Like for me, I'm not looking at calls on Hood until I break above $90.81 and confirm, right? Because right now it looks like we could be trading within like a neutral position where we're gonna come and retrace to retest my level of $85.18, or even come all the way down to retest a take profit target of mine of $82.44. So if I draw this up and kind of predict the future, right, this is kind of what it looks like structurally, right? Structurally, here's my wick, boom. All right, so when I see this, I don't see a symmetrical triangle. I see a descending, right? So if this arrow was pointing up, that would be called a pennant, and then that would give me more of a bullish look, but it's not, right? It's pointing down and it's not even, so it's not symmetrical. So this is telling me that this isn't strong to the upside right now, right? Not yet, right? We have to really wait this out and see what happens, right? I mean, I know that it's not giving you much. Hopefully I gave you a lot, but here's what I like to see. I'd like to see us come and retest this ascending line of support, all right, and bounce here And if we can break through and above 85.18 and confirm above this level, then I would be comfortable taking calls to the upside all the way up to $90.81. Okay, that's what I would need to see. That would also form a double bottom, which would give you your bullish move. Okay, on the flip side though, if we fall through this, be careful, because these patterns oftentimes give you a false move and then it spring loads to the other direction. So it could very well fall to my key level where I have a shift in bias here at 79.59, okay, before it takes off. So I am not bearish on this stock until we're officially closing below 79.59. Until then, I have a bullish bias, but things need to happen for me to hop into calls. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, let's see what we got. HPE call, says Breeze. HPE, I think you asked about this before, and how did it turn out? Well, I guess we didn't. I thought we covered it, but maybe we didn't, or it didn't save. I mean, the same thing's kind of happening here, man. Like, we are in a descending triangle type of formation, like, and it looks like a flag, right? It looks like a flag, but I don't like this, right? So you get a big boomstick, right? But there's nothing to support it, right? I assume, yeah, earnings hit 9%, 47% surprise. Okay, great. Well, it's not really holding it. And if you want to be, if you want to get kind of realistic as far as what's going on, you can use a fib on this one, because you just take this candle, the entirety of this candle, and you can see that we are below the golden pocket, right? So this tells me that we're not bullish right now on this. It gave a good win, and likely it was in the after hours, and then it gave it all back, and it just ate up everybody's contracts, especially if you were short term. So this play, yeah, it's a no bueno, right? It's that golden pocket. There's that golden pocket. And look what we did. We fell through it, and then we rejected, and now we're going down in the after hours right now. I don't like this formation for candlesticks though, just so you know. Like, there's no I don't see like a strong like price action candles. So again, after hours. Well, now I do. But yeah, man, this could be coming on down. This could be coming on down, just so you know. But you didn't really give me any context, right? You just told me, oh, for calls? Yeah, not calls yet. I'm not in calls yet. So before I move, because you're a member, I'm gonna give you some game, right? Let's take this to the 15 minute. Let's go to the 10 minute. Let's pretend like the market is open, right? Real quick. So right now, let's say the market is open. This is nasty. First of all, I don't like any of the candles, but this red cyan, or this red box that you see, that is giving you both a sell side order block plus a supply zone that's massive, right? Plus you have buy side liquidity. So there's a lot of things going against it. You have buy side liquidity, but you have a rising sell side liquidity. So there's a lot of stop loss hunting going on. We're about to come and retest the previous day low. This is also painted by my indicator, right? So I would be looking near this previous day low to see if we have any opportunity to turn it around. But ultimately, man, we are 100% bearish, because we are living below VWAP and we're living below EMAs, right? It says that we're bullish on the 15 and we're trending up. That's because of the big boomstick, right? And we're armed for calls, but there's no setup as of right now. So just be mindful that you need to see this progressively give you the higher lows. Okay, the higher lows need to happen, and we need to break this structure right here. Okay, so anyway, moving on. Hopefully that helps. I don't know what's fam soup. Okay, you're gonna have to tell me what am I typing, fam or soup? And did I catch up? What up? But what's good, LG, aka Crab Jenkins? All right, hold on. I'm scrolling. I'm trying to catch up. Y'all ain't pulling off without me. Let's go. What do you think about Meta calls tomorrow? This comes from Joy Blessed, META. We got Meta on lock. Okay, so we're trading between the VWAP and the 200-day EMA. We're at the previous day high, so we broke up, we came back down and retest that previous day high, which is also a previous line of resistance. So we need this to now become support, but we are in a symmetrical system as it stands going into the after hours. So am I bullish on Meta? Not necessarily, but we have an opportunity. I'm not bullish because we're below my 632 blue dash line. I have a rule in my head that if we're below my blue dash line, I have a bearish bias. If we're above it, I have a bullish bias. And now we're trading in between two EMAs, right? So, or an EMA and a VWAP. All right, so let me break it down. Let me break it down. So wow, where is it? So we got a T1. Okay, the T1 signal was there. Let's go here. Let me go to the 15 minute. Just take a quick look. We got the T7 and another T1. Okay. So on the 15 minute, I don't like it. So look, I don't like it for calls right now, but I'll tell you what it shows, right? It shows that we have a hammer at the bottom here, right? And this hammer is going to be considered a demand zone. But the problem with this demand zone, is that it's not being supported, right? It's not strong. We've already fallen into it, right? So my theory, if I was looking at calls on this one, right, my theory for the upside would have been invalidated. Hold up one second. Would have been invalidated. Imbalance. All right, would have been invalidated because this one boomstick looks great, right? It looks good. And it actually printed, right? It gave me a signal for entry, exit, take profit target, probably on a lower time frame. And then the red dash line is my stop loss. The green dash line is the take profit target. That's what my indicator does for you. It gives you entry, exit, take profit, but it also paints the lines on the chart. So you don't need to know or remember and try to guess where that is by looking over here, right? It tells you, it shows you everything, right? So this printed great, but the following candle was not strong, right? You got hit with a big red candle, right? And some weak upward movement into the after hours. But again, all of this is expected because the market Friday is data. But we went live on Wednesday and I talked very deeply, not deeply, but I talked about the divergence that was occurring, right? We had NQ, for example, in futures was on a rocket. ES, aka S&P, whatever, was going down. So we had divergence going on in the market. So I called the fact that we would be choppy, and I called the fact that we need to be patient. And that's essentially what's been going on every day. So if you've been trying to force trades, you've been getting smoked, and we need to stop that, right? We need to be able to zoom out and see what's going on. Y'all ain't pulling without love the analogy. Nylene, I don't know what one you're talking about. Sometimes I'm just bleh. But I'm happy it helps. LG says standard operating procedures. Let's go. You already know military. Let's get it. Let's see here. We got Mark. Mark says IG. Did you already give me one, Mark? NW, are you a member? Hey, if you are in S4R community, please put hashtag S4R if your name is not green. Okay, because or consider just be a channel supporter, because that's like a $2.99 on here on Google, on YouTube, and then that's a good way for your name to be green, and it's a cheap way to be prioritized when I do these live streams, and it's a way to support the community too. So I appreciate that in advance. Anybody that does become a member, please. One second. We are spitting hot fire. We knocking this out like Ray J bumps. IGV. All right, let's go. iShares Tech Software ETF. All right. Well, we love our ETFs, but I don't know about this one. Let's see what's going on here. Let me zoom out. Let me zoom. Zoom. All right. So I know there's a lot, but what I'm going to do with my indicator is get rid of, like, you can control all of this, like what you see, right? So I'm going to get rid of the T7s because the T7 makes a lot of noise, but they're good for, what do you call it? Continuation plays. Okay. So this is actually looking pretty solid for the most part, but like you hit resistance. So look, you have a supply zone right here that got painted by my indicator, right? And then we had a demand zone, double bottom, and we take off, right? We take off, and then we retake VWAP. So these dots that you see, these red and blue cyan dots, this is an identifier to let you know when we've taken VWAP. Hold on, something's not right. This isn't, hold on, yeah, 1 second. This isn't correct. Give me a minute. I'm gonna pause my timer because, VWAP doesn't look correct on my indicator. I know it is right. Everybody else is on version 11. I'm on version 12, but it's no different. Hold on 1 second. I need to catch my breath anyway. Hold up. That's time. All right, something's off with this one, so I'm gonna have to roll back. Hold on, let me get rid of this one, and let me get to the version everybody else is on, version 11. Maybe that's just how. Oh, I'm on the day. That's why. Okay, I'm tweaking. That was a waste of time. All right, that makes way more sense. All right, so it's like, what is going on? All right, because that was a previous bug. I'm sorry. What am I doing? I forgot what I was talking about. So we got a T3 signal, whatever. I'm trying to get back on my groove now, y'all. I'm sorry. So we fell below the previous day low. We're sandwiched between some sellers. Yeah, so on the 15-minute, we're bearish. Okay, on the 15-minute, like we're a little bearish here, and we have a lot of resistance at the top. Okay, I'm going to turn off the indicator. Yeah, like my indicator painted everything. I don't need to repaint it, but I'll just go ahead and do right here. So this right here is your supply zone for this particular ETF. Okay, this is your supply zone, and it looks like we've had struggles breaking through here, and that is your resistance. So essentially we need to confirm above 101.41 before we are even remotely bullish. Okay, but I'm gonna move on from that. My timer went off. I will try to grab as many more as I can. I think we're cooking. How many people we have here? If our likes and our views are up, right, then I'll keep going. If there's a 1-on-1 ratio, hopefully we can get more people in here though. Okay. You want the indicator, Nylene? That indicator, hold on. Everybody, I'm already over time, but I will get to what remains on the screen and stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and share the link for the indicator. Oh yeah, you can it's pinned to the top for the general products, but if you just want the indicator and you don't care about the Discord or whatever, then that link is right there. Okay, all right, so let's move on. Hopefully this is helping. Put a fire. You know what? Let me take a breather. Let me take a drink and I'll catch up. But while I'm doing that, can we light up the chat with fire emojis? All right. Are we hot or not? I need to know. Are we cooking or not cooking? My name was Cooking Real back in the day. Tim knows. Tim known me before this. All right. But I need to take a drink. Let me see some fire emojis. Then I'll keep going. Nylene, your name isn't gray. It's not an S4R hashtag, but because you are going to get the indicator, I will make sure that I take care. Oh, I already did hood, so hopefully you already caught that. Let's see the fire. Let's go. Light me up. My mom, hey, my mom figured out the fire emoji, y'all. Let's go. Let's go, mama. Let's go, mom. Cooking real. Yup. Hey, you already know what time it is. Hey. Gotcha. Oh, it's lit already. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. All right. Hey, for real. Hey, Jeff going crazy. All right, Jeff. Now I got a lot of scrolling to do. All right. All right. If there's people here that's been sitting in the background that's not talking or whatever, and you're kind of just tapped in, you can't type or in the chat unless you're subscribed. If you don't want to type, that's fine. But if you could still subscribe and like, that would be greatly appreciated. All right. There's a lot of people that watch the content that don't subscribe, and it is what it is. But you know, it'd be helpful. So let me catch up right now, y'all. Okay. What up, GOAT? I see you, NW. I'm catching up. Check. I can hear. Okay, mom. Okay, I'm way back. Hold up. And if your name's in gray and I did not cover a stock that you wanted me to cover, then you might have to retype it, okay? But if your name is green or your S4R, please make sure, don't give me another one. All right, you got your one. All right, don't be greedy. I'm catching up. Okay, so Rochella Queen, she says BBAI calls BBAI. Why are we still looking at Big Bear? I mean, we retired this like years ago, right? Like, thought we were done with Big Bear, but we kind of missed our opportunity. We went over this before, and I kind of gave you the breakdown, right? So we had a symmetrical triangle, right? We fell through our ascending line of support, right? Then we fell to my key level of 461, fell through that. Then we fell through this other level, 384, right? Which you can see it being a potential support. And we fell all the way to our demand zone, right? We hit the demand zone to the T, right? And bounce. So we missed this opportunity. Now we are in, like, it looks like an uptrend because we had this right here and we broke this. But if you're looking at calls, I mean, sure, but I'd be looking for proper price action signal around 461 to represent a reversal. If you don't see that, then it's a no-go for me, Queen, and that is what it is. But I think you have the indicator. If you do have the indicator, tap in, right? What do we got? So we actually have some demand, and we have some buy-side order blocks, but we have a sell-side order block. We're near the previous day low. This institutional push, or this high volume push, was not supported going into the after hours, and we're below VWAP, and we're below freaking buy side 200 AMA. So we are kind of just like not in a good place. Something that I like to do, y'all, if you guys are indicator users, I like to look at where the high and low for the supply or the buy side and sell side liquidity is. Okay. All right. So we got our high and low here, right? And then I like to go ahead and then see. Hold on. No, that's not what I want to do. Hold up. Go ahead and see like where we are in relations to it. And we're bearish, right? We have this order block. We're closing within it, but we also have this demand zone that we're respecting. So right now I'm not bullish on it because we have hit this resistance multiple times. And at this point we're making lower lows. So if we break through this supply zone, then, or the sell side liquidity, then it's a wrap. You know, technically, if you break through the order block in the demand zone, then likely it's a wrap. But you have to just pay attention to see what happens between 461 and 456. If we bounce here, then you're going to be seeing Crab Jenkins. Welcome. All right. then you're looking at equal lows, right? And then, hey, you might be able to get back in. But right now, I don't mess with BBAI, but you do you, queen. All right. What's okay? MDT call option says Ramesh. What's up, Ramesh? Ramesh is a fellow Leviathan, MDT, and we're looking at Medtronics. Okay, Medtronics. Well, I mean, this actually looks very nice, right? To the upside. Why? Because we had a huge rally. I don't know what happened here, but earnings, I assume. That's a beautiful. It's a beautiful move to the upside, right? Let's see what's going on here. Here's what I don't like. I don't like. So one, we have buy side liquidity. Okay, fine. We are above the VWAP and we're above our 200-day EMA, right? Okay, fine. But we're in an area where we have a supply zone, but then we also have a flatlining VWAP. Okay, and for me, when I see VWAP starting to flatline like this, it typically means that we're pretty neutral. Okay, so I'm not really quick to hop into anything here because this is likely to happen after such a move. Okay, which is a symmetrical triangle. All right, so just be careful. We could go on a rally, but your entry is high, right? So if you guys don't know, the indicator tells you PD zones, and a PD zone is pretty much telling you, is it a premium or is it a discount, right? And it's telling you right now that if you buy calls, you're buying it at a premium. So it's best to look for shorts up here. Not telling you just to get into shorts, but it's telling you that if you do that, it's costing you some change, more so than, at a different level, right? But you do have indications of a continuation, right? You have 4 out of 6 influence. You're watching longs. It says it's safe to hold longs. Of course, volume's low because you're in after hours, but structure is uptrend. We're above VWAP. We're trending, all that stuff. So everything is pointing up. So for something like this, you probably want to turn on your T7, big dog. And I know you have access to the indicator and you're using it, but if you turn on T7, it's giving you the play right here. That's what I suspected. So the T7 is a continuation signal, right? And it's already reached the target, right? So real quick, the T7 says entry is 81.51. So 81.51, right? And then it says the take profit target is 82.13 right here, 82.13. And then the stop loss was 81.21 right here, right? So we already missed the opportunity to hop into a 2R of a play because it ran to it perfectly. Look at this. Look at this. The indicator called the play on this candle, and then it ran up to exactly where the indicator said it was going to run up to, right? And it had a stop loss that didn't get stopped out. So that was a beautiful play. It was a beautiful play if you caught it. So now you're kind of waiting for that again, big dog, because of where you are right now. So you need that pullback. Okay. Whew, there's a lot of talking, y'all. Man, hopefully, how many people we got watching? Hold up. Hold up. I think it's tweaking. Okay. Hold on. Okay. My pleasure, Nylene. Also, you can watch more videos to see how dope the indicator is. Yes. There's a playlist, y'all. So just go to my playlist section. You can see the indicator, and more content is coming to support it. I'm not one to give you a tool and leave you out to dry, right? That was very helpful on hood analysis. You're welcome, Barton. Silver and Black, what you think about Marvel after the other day's climb? All right, we talked about Marvel before, MRVL. All right, that's MRVL technology. Okay, so we have our demand zone that we established, but let's see what happened here. So we established the demand zone, and then it was not respected. All right, so I don't like this. Actually, that's the 15 minute. Where was this established? I was looking on the 5 minute. Okay. True demand zone. Give me a minute. I'm doing something called zone syncing, y'all. Something I teach, but all right. Does this make sense? Marvel. What is this line? Okay, so just give me a minute because I'm assessing this one a little bit. I'm gonna zoom out. Look at the T7s. So if y'all ever struggle with continuations like I used to all the time, that's why I built this as well. I added this in version 11 where you can play the continuation and stop guessing and stop having that sense of FOMO. But I'm gonna turn off T7 because it's loud and we don't need it right now when we're doing our analysis. All right. Yeah, I mean, as of right now, we're like, again, it's like the rest of the market. We're very neutral, right? We've retaken VWAP. We're above the 200-day EMA, but we're flattening out on everything too. We have a supply zone up top right here on the 4-hour chart, right? So this is a supply zone, and look, as we approach it, we got rejected, and now so we're kind of sandwiched between the two. But this is a stronger supply zone than this is a demand zone. Okay, so meaning that you have more resistance than you have support. So here again, we have another neutral position that's likely to form. So just be on the lookout for this. Okay, it's not neutral actually. Neutral would imply that this triangle is dead center and it's actually pointing down. So it's a descending, I forgot what it's called. Descending, it's not a descending wedge, but so reverse pennant. All right. I don't remember what it's called. My brain hurts now. All right. So as of right now, you're in this channel and I'm not looking at calls or puts unless I'm looking at to take a trade at the descending line of resistance or the ascending line of support. Yeah, that's about it. And again, I just don't like it at all, to be honest, not until we get a breakout. And there's multiple reasons behind that, but we also have a tight range when it comes to the previous day high and previous day low. So 293.77 and then 324.24. That's not tight. That's pretty wide. I'm just zoomed out. So at the very least, you can play the tops and the bottoms, right? I don't know if you guys heard me use an analogy before, but these supply and demand zones, they work like Mario Kart, right? Like tracks, right? So you know how when you're playing Mario Kart, right? And you get to a point where you need to jump from one end to another end and the kite comes out, right? So it's kind of like that. So once a price falls below like a demand zone and does not confirm, right? The moment it comes back through the demand zone, right? And it's supported with momentum, it's like hitting that ramp on Mario Kart. You take off and then you just take off, right? And your wings come out and you fly, right? Like that's kind of what's going on right now with supply and demand. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you find it, right? And as you're starting to get used to how price is reacting to it. Okay, but I don't like it because of where VWAP is, right? So I don't know, man. I would wait for a breakout essentially. But again, or get really good at price action. So zooming in on this 10 minute, let's see, because we're intraday. 10 minute is showing a demand zone or a buy side order block down here, right below the previous day low, right? So that's what's going on at this very moment. But we also have a sell side order block, which we are struggling to get through. So yeah, I'm not a fan of much that's going on here with Marvel. Okay, I'll keep it like that. Man, what's up, Trucker? I see you. Reddit calls KGU. Benno, did you already give me one? RDDT. If y'all were rocking with me, then you were there for IPO and we grabbed this thing when it was about $20. I think it was $20. I sold at 100, I think, and it was just way too early, apparently. But I didn't know that at the time. And, you know, lessons learned. But, well, what did I miss? All right. All right, so this would have been the ceiling of my trading zone. Okay, so now we've broken through. It looks like we have some confirmation, but we have levels of buy side liquidity, and it's going lower. So again, it's the same thing that's happening across the board with the market. You're seeing a lot of neutrality everywhere, right? So everything is trying to, you know, find the direction, but essentially we're all waiting for data, right? And this is why I told my community that, hey, we're going to be choppy, right? So don't overstay your welcome, don't be greedy, all that good stuff, right? So kind of the same thing applies here. We're bullish on this trade or on this play for the most part, but we're in chop zone. Look, if you ever got chopped up in the market and you just kept getting scalped, man, it happened to me too many times. Well, guess what? This will let you know. Because before, I used to get chopped up and it would be, what's up, Trevor? Before I got chopped up and I didn't know I was getting chopped up until it was too late, right? Now, I got market mode built into the indicator, right? That tells me, hey, you're in chop. So you probably don't want to make a trade right now, right? And if you are, you better be tight and you better be playing tops and bottoms, right? So be careful with this. Be careful with the chop. But if you don't have the indicator, try to figure it out. But if you have the indicator, you don't have to use no brain power, because that's how I designed it. I designed the indicator so you can focus on executing versus assessing too much. Yo, Victor, I see you, big dog. All right, I know that was late. Man, that was like 30 minutes ago. I'm catching up. I'm 30 minutes behind. No, sir, I haven't been here for all of it. Got it. Mom says, fire. Come and join and subscribe. Yep, what my mama said. I used to say that a lot in school. My mama said, and I got in trouble a lot for saying that. So apparently what mama say don't really matter when mama not there. So the people don't care what your mama say. All right. There was 54 watching at one point. All right, appreciate that, baby. Fire, 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 fire. Man, we are on fire. Now I'm getting through the fire. I thought of it because of the rise of, okay. Oh, it's lit already, says my wife, and we're on fire. What's up, Andrew? What's up? Hey, Charlotte. My godmama know how to use the fire emojis too. I think they huddled up. I thought of it. Okay, hold up. Corey, I see you. I think I already called you out. Mark, well, redemption. Okay. Man, hey, get yourself a candy bar, Rail. Hey, I got a Snicker bar, big dog. That's my Betty White bar. I'm definitely getting one of those tomorrow. Appreciate that. Every little bit counts and nothing's taken for granted, so I appreciate that. Hold on. Where am I now? Hey, let's go, Mom. Yes, I did. Okay. Google back to 408. Okay, so this is NW. I feel like you've given me a lot. I gotta stop. Okay, I gotta stop. Oh, but R1XX 1967 RCAT Red Cat Holdings. I don't know this stock, but I appreciate you like calling it out. So let's talk about it. Let me get rid of my indicator real quick. Oh man. Well, I mean, you were just in a range, big dog. There's not much to say here. There's not much to say here. It's pretty easy because you're literally just in a range. It's playing highs and lows, but it's working its way up. So this tells you that this thing wants to be bullish. This wants to go up. So, but this is a pattern. Okay, this is a pattern. It's an ascending. Hold on, I got a cheat sheet. And yeah, Army says if you're not cheating, you're not trying. So hold up. Shout out to whoever just became a mastermind fool for full access. So he has the indicator now, and he's now part of the Discord. Shout out to, I'm not gonna call you out, but shout out to the individual that just paid for a full year, I believe, of the rapid fire. I'm sorry, the indicator. Okay. So yeah, shout out to y'all. I will get you indicator access right after this stream. Okay. Hold up. Make sure that I'm calling these out properly. Yeah, so this is an ascending triangle, right? That's what I was essentially saying. It kind of is, but technically, I don't think it is. Hold up, 1 second. This is more like a ascending channel. Yeah, let me slow it up. So this is more like an ascending channel, right? So you're in an uptrend, right? You're in an uptrend, and it's just playing the tops and bottoms. So right now you're in the middle of it. So you got to be careful here, not to just hop into a trade. But we are above this central line. If you draw boxes and stuff like that on your chart, please add the center line, right? It's important in my opinion. But let's do this. All right, so for me, if you're gonna be bullish on this, then for me, it's pretty much like confirmation above $12.74, and then I would ride this up to about $16.48 and then $18.24. That's kind of like what my play would be if I were to play it in the middle. But I much rather play it to the bottoms and the tops. Now, one thing I noticed, this is the daily. I do see this gap, and a lot of times these opening gaps, right? They become they become support. So in a perfect world, you much rather see this come down to retest this level, right, before you hop in. And then if you can get price action to give you a sign for a continuation, then great, you got it at a good time. But right now, I guarantee you, if I pull up my indicator, it's going to tell you that call options are expensive right now, and premiums, they're expensive. So that means I don't like it right here, right? So, well, okay, that's what I got for you on RCAT. RCAT, what is that? RCAT is Red Cat Holdings. Okay, I just want to make sure I call it out properly. MRVL putting in work. Yes, real life. But I've done more talking today than I think I've ever done on this stream, or my mouth is just super dry. Hope, have I already done one for you? If I have not, Queen, I apologize, and I will just get it out. I will just take care of you right now. AAPL for leap call options. I want to say Apple is too high right now for leaps, but yes, it's too high right now for leaps. We missed that opportunity, and we had every opportunity to do so. Look at the demand zone, right? April 7th, right? April 7th, we had that opportunity. Then we went ahead and finally confirmed above my level of 293.54. At that point was another second opportunity to hop into leaps, and that was May 4th, right? And now we are above 293.54, which is my next level, to which I would have indicated that we should be looking for leaps. So and that happened on May 13th, and then we could call it our confirmation on May 18th. So very recent. Okay. So we're missing these opportunities, and now you want to buy it at the top. And right now, I cannot advise you to do anything, but I can say that I would not personally be looking to trade this or look into leaps at this point in time. Okay. But let me see one thing real quick. Because Apple, I get it. Everybody wants a piece or a slice of Apple. Everybody wants a slice of Apple. $343.63. That's my next ceiling or wall for Apple, right? 1 second, y'all. Too high. I'm trying to do this the right way, y'all. Give me a minute. Okay. Just give me a minute, because Apple is important, and I'm going to take the time to do this right. That's what I thought. Yep. Okay. Oh, we already had. Okay. All right. So Apple is in this trading zone, and we need to come back to retest this line right here. Okay. So if you want to look for leaps for Apple, I would prefer to see us come back to retest 302.88. Okay. At 302.88, I'd be looking at price action signals to see if it's worth hopping into a leap option. And again, just like everything else, it's in a neutral state, given the market and what the data is coming in tomorrow. But I can see the market doing a flush, right? Just to fake people out and then continue on the rally. But I don't know anything. All I know is that right now I'm in the middle of a move, and I'm not looking to hop into leaps just yet. I would much rather get it around 302.88. Hopefully that helps Hope. Nylene says, been watching you for years. So happy for your growth. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm still growing though. I still got more growing to do. He'll get Snickers. Yes. She already called me out. Can you look up Red Cat? Did that already. I think I just did that. Crab Jenkins, aka LG, says that indicator should be illegal. It's so on point. It's like taking candy from a baby. Yes, and that's why I am not promoting it, right? Like I don't want to pay for like massive advertisements, because I don't want people to figure us out. So this needs to grow organically. If y'all know this indicator works, then share it within your communities. Okay, share it everywhere, because don't gatekeep it, right? Like, I mean, if you think it can help traders, then please do share it. I think there's a referral code or a referral link to that too, so you get a percentage, but it's not about that. If it was, then I'd be charging $100+ for this indicator, because I know how dominant it is. But it's about getting it in as many hands as possible, so we can have more of us winning than losing, right? 45 now. Thanks, Mom. TW, all the important people still here. Yes. I'm surprised. Okay, I got a little bit of time before my mom has to crash out. All right, Missing Arrow, I got you. IWM. Man, how far am I close? Y'all stick around, all right? Hey, sign up for the indicator. If y'all don't have the indicator, even if you a GOAT at this game, get it. I'm telling you right now, even GOATs would prefer to use less brain cells, and that's what it does. You can know everything about everything. I know a lot. I don't need the indicator to read the charts, but I'm telling you that it saves me so much time and headache trying to figure out everything. And my boy Jeff, if he's here, he said it best. He says it's like taking an open book test, right? Because all the answers are right there, and I don't have to think or process. All I have to do is focus on being patient and executing. That's all I need to do. So IWM trading sideways just like everything else. It looks like it broke, but right now it's looking like a false breakout to me. But let's see here. But okay, we have a little bit of an engulfing bar, some indecisions. So we're still bullish right now. We have this opening gap. So all this is helpful when it comes to us looking at playing this to the upside. IWM is like I think it's the Russell, right? Yes, Russell does small caps, right? Growth stocks, right? So, you know what's ironic about this though? I'm the SoFi guy, right? Notice how SoFi is not on the rocket with IWM. Keep that in mind, y'all. All right. Manipulation. That's what's going on, right? Manipulation, right? But we're trending up. We're trending up. What's going on though? Fire. Okay. I feel like I'm missing. Did I turn off some? Hold up. I just turned that on. I want to see T7. So that was close to a print. I want to see my premium discount zones. I'm gonna highlight this green and red section so y'all can see what's going on. All right, so y'all don't even need to think, right? Like when you see red or green, red means that it's expensive for buying calls. Green means that it's discounted or cheap to buy calls. So again, brain power. Don't need to think about it, right? But Hold on. Did I give you anything on Russell? It's neutral. Okay, it's neutral. We hit our demand zone. We popped up. We came to retest. Now we're above a neckline right now of 287.30. The indicator is giving me a previous day high and low here. I have the levels turned off, but so I don't need to think. Let me just turn that on. Or did I don't think I got, oh, my chart is not set up. Hold up. Okay. Man, your boy is doing a lot. All right. So, I mean, right now we're kind of choppy, right? We're in the uptrend overall, but I don't know what to tell you right here, right? Well, I'm on the daily, so that doesn't help. So let's go down to the hour, because right now we're kind of just in this channel, right? We're in this channel. And I know y'all, it's like, oh man, it looks like a mess. It looks confusing. It's not confusing. Trust me on that, okay? I just have everything on and I know what I'm looking at. When you can toggle these on as you go and learn as you go, right? All right, so when I'm zoomed in on this, I'm seeing more like support to the upside, okay? We have equal lows, but we also have equal highs. I mean, yeah, so we're ranged. This dotted line right here, equal highs. This dotted line right here, equal lows. We have demand here. And we have, yeah, I don't really see supply. So we have demand here, but we have supply here, right? We broke above supply, and now we're coming to retest the VWAP in the supply zone. So we need to hold above the previous day high in order to continue to the bullish side. If we break below the previous day high, and below this level here at 289.91, then there's a stronger chance for us to come down and retest demand here at 289.12. If you see, so if you have the indicator, pay attention to this right here. It'll say active, it'll say low, active, or spike, right? So if you see active volume or a spike as we flush through this, as we flush through 289.17, then that's a strong indication that this is likely not strong enough of a demand zone, and we're probably just going to flush to the bottom of it, towards the bottom of the previous day low, which is ranging between 286.75 and then the bottom of this opening gap of 286.48. Okay, so I'll leave you with that. Tired, y'all. When do you stream, bro? I need the TA always. I stream Thursdays, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. The rest of my live streams are for Discord community members. So if you're interested in becoming a member and interested in the Discord, then there's the link is pinned to the top. It's $60 to be in my Discord. All right, I can say it out loud because it's, I mean, I think I'm pretty cheap for what I do and what I give. It's a good bang for your buck. Trust me on that. And try it for a month. And if you don't like it, then hey, you came, you saw, you went, right? And I appreciate it either way, but we love to have you. Santius, appreciate the fire, Goku. All right, thanks for checking it out. Yep, my pleasure. My wife says I told you he'd get a Snickers. Yeah. Hold up. Hold on, I gotta take another drink, man. NW says giving you too much. Wait, what? I put in earlier and you skipped because it was gray, but said you'd go back. Though those just needed. No, you're good. You're good. I'm sorry. I've said a lot, and my brain. I'm about to start slowing down. So hopefully I took care of you though. I'm still catching up. This was a timestamp. It's 9:03. It's 9:16 right now. So I'm catching up with the chat. He's probably confused. He probably confused it with another similar name. No worries. Yes. All right. Santus, AVGO. Okay. I'll let you know if I can do it. Hope S4R. Thank you so much. You're my pleasure, Queen. Yeah. And hey, if you need it at home, come on, join us. All right. Come on, see what we about. Right. We got a lot of queens in Discord, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Because man, queens are queens, and I truly appreciate them. So shout out to the queens in the Discord. I mean the ratio is pretty solid, and they're very active, and I love that. I love that. So thank y'all for being participant queens. I really do appreciate it. Crab Jenkins aka LG says bump what Rail say. Mama said get it. So you know what to do. There we go. TW says I paid for the 1-year subscription. I believe in you. I'm already in your Discord. You take time to answer my questions, so I'm rocking with you. Hey, all day. All right. I believe in you. Right. So let's go, Queen. Let's go. Make sure you pay attention to the playlist, and then you watch those videos, and then you tap into the live trading sessions. Okay. Fair Skillion 62. Appreciate the donation of $1, big dog. I really do. Thank you so much. Mom says, I just want to say welcome to the new family. That for those that have joined us, push the share button. We are all family now. Like, man, I love my mama being here, and my wife, and my godmama, and my sister-in-law and brother-in-law sometimes they show up, and my friends that show up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm capping, they say I'm capping, right? Like, you know, you can't be fake on here. So, and if I was a fake person, my family wouldn't be rocking with me, right? So, like, you know, it's pretty dope to see that. It's humbling also. So Miss Nero says the indicator definitely helped me today. Let's go, Queen. IWM ran up over $4. Yep, let's go. Mom says good night all. It passed my bedtime. Love you all. See you next week. Be safe and stay blessed. Good night, Mama. We love you. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for coming in here and being a community moderator. Because, you know, we need to shine a light on you so you can shine a light on them people that are not about their business, right? They're coming in here. No, everybody here is pretty cordial, so that's all good. All right, Fair Skillion, thanks for joining. Nokia chart, please, from KGU. You at the end of the session, big dog. But I'm gonna do 2 more, okay? But I don't disappear, y'all. I'm gonna do these 2 more, and y'all chill. All right, love the vibe. Rochella, thank you, Queen. This is what family do. We show up and show out, right? Let's go, big dog. Let's go. So we got 2 more in the chamber. Okay, we got Nokia, which I don't know if that's the ticker, but we'll see. And then I seen somebody that said AVGO. So we're gonna take care of AVGO. I think we're gonna hit a record today, y'all. Maybe. AVGO, Broadcom. Okay. Woo. I wish I caught this. Look at this. Look, if y'all had the indicator, look at this. Now see, like, so, this isn't on my list, right, for alerts, but the indicator popped off. Look at this, y'all. It gave you the change of character. So this says CHOCH. It gave you the change of character, and it gave you the play, right? It gave you the play. The red line, right, is the stop. The green line is the take profit target. Look at it. What is the R on this one? Hold up. Short this thing. And this entry is wrong. This entry likely was probably closer to here. But it scales or moves as the candle moves. But I'll play ball. But I know it wasn't here. So this says a 2R, but this is a 1 hour, y'all. It's a 2 hour on a 1 hour. It's a 2 hour. No, it's a 2. But I'm gonna say this. I guarantee you that this play, started because this change of character happened, and then we had our previous day low that broke, and we zoom in 15 minute. Go to the 5 minute. I'm just trying to take a look. Change of character right here. Then we have the institutional push. So this little triangle at the top, this right here tells you that this was a supported move, right? It has an elevated amount of volume that's supporting the move to the downside. Okay, so these combinations would have gave you the move there. So there was a T1 that triggered. It did print a little bit, but then it reversed on you. But the stop loss was tight, and the change of character happened, and there you go, right? So not only that, how do you know when to get in? Well, price fell below demand, and we fell below VWAP, right? So these red dot, blue dot. So we're fighting for VWAP, red dot. Then we fell below the 200-day EMA. And then we have a change of character. So this combination, right, gave us this play, right? And if you've seen this, right, then that true entry, your true entry would have been here, right? And your stop loss would have been if we fell back into this order block on some bullish momentum, and then which would have also put us above the VWAP, right? So if you play it this way, because we don't trade or enter trades off the 1 hour, we enter off the 5 minute or 1 minute, then you get what is this? A 16R play, almost a 17R. Insane. And technically it wasn't even done, right? You could have played it to wherever, right? At the end of the day, you're not getting out of this trade until VWAP is retaken, and VWAP wasn't taken until here, which then gives you, and that's a different day, then it gives you a 19R. That's insane, y'all. I wish I caught that. But I'm sorry, you asked about it, and I'm talking about history. So right now it's showing a continuation for puts. Well, it's showing you a T3 signal. I'm about to lose my voice tonight, but it's armed up. It's armed up for calls. There's a reason behind it, and that's because you're seeing higher lows and you have equal lows, right? So we're kind of in, like, again, this is a descending wedge, okay, on a lower time frame. It's a descending wedge, and then these are typically, these are funny, okay? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, or what's likely to happen. This is a descending wedge. With a descending wedge, come in bullish, you typically leave bullish, right? But not all the way, and then you fall back down. This is what you can probably suspect to happen if we start to see some slowed progression towards this supply zone here, okay? Supply zone. I'm trying to give as much game as I can within. This is probably one of the most valuable streams, and that's why I only do one. But I wish I had more people and more eyes tapped in. Shout out to Mike. Thanks for subscribing, big dog. All right, so yes. Hold on. I gotta give you the business. And this is 5 minutes, so keep green this up. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, so I need you to remember what I talked about. I need you to remember what happens when price approaches demand. Okay. So if we approach on volume, right, then it's like a Mario Kart. Boom, take off, and we're gonna go on a rocket ship, right? So we got to pay attention to what happens right here, and then be careful, because you have a descending line of resistance that's coming up, and then you would be at a premium for cost on calls. So you want to get calls near the bottom and puts near the top, but because of data tomorrow, you're about to get the Oakley Dokley. So just be careful, okay? So the supply zone is listed here at 421.16. I'm going to tag these so you can see them. 421, and I'm going to make that red in just a small line, okay? And then the demand zone, the top, I'm going to make that same color. It's 416.15. So I need y'all to be careful of one thing, and I got to get off of the stock. We can come into this. So two things can happen. One, we can hit the bottom of the demand zone, which is 414.71. And if we fail to break through, right, then we're going to reject and flush, right? If we have bullish momentum leading to this bottom, right, and going into this demand zone, then likely we will see a support right here, and then our next resistance is going to be the top of the demand zone here at 416.15. Okay, if we fail to break through this demand zone, then this is done. We are done. This play is dead, and puts are continue, right? If we do break and confirm above, then we're headed back to the supply zone of 421.16. All right, so hopefully that helps. All right, man, boys, I'm gonna need some more fire emojis. I need some coffees in the chat. I'm tired. Nokia. Nokia. All right, so Nokia. All right, let's see what we got. We still got a good amount of people. Well, we lost some people. All right. This is baloney. Nokia is not that popular. I don't understand it. Nope. Who buys Nokia? What do they sell anymore? I don't even know. I don't know what you want. I don't know. Hold up. All right, hold up. All right. Let me one more move, okay? One more move. Nokia is funny. All right, I can already see the writing on the wall of what this is, so just give me a minute. But BS, I don't know. I don't like it. And Nokia, give me my snake game back. Give me the small phones back. All right. So, all right. So with Nokia, thank y'all. With Nokia, so we. Like, I mean, look at it, right? Like, yeah, we're on like this uptrend. It's insane. But so the one thing, just so you know, like we're in the trend, and what you don't do is fight the trend. But also what you don't do is buy the tops and sell the bottoms, right? So what do you want to do? You want to get my indicator right now. Why? Because it's going to tell you when there's a continuation. All right, so let's talk about it. So if I turn on the indicator, boom. If I turn on the T7 signal, if I turn on T7, boom. It tells me when to get in. All right. Now this one wasn't the best setup, but I could tell just by looking at the candles too. So let's see here. A couple things. This is a daily, first of all, but just on the daily, just so y'all know, you're in an uptrend clearly, right? And you take this blue, so you retake VWAP, you're above the 200-day EMA, and then you hit this previous day low. Well, that's irrelevant right now, but you get this red bar, right? Okay, well, this red bar was followed by a green doji candle, which was a bullish retake of VWAP. This tells me instantly that this is not a strong move to the downside. This is a pullback. That's it. So this right here would have stopped you out if you played this directly, unless you wanted to trade, unless you wanted to use this as a confirmation signal. So I'm going to do this long, and T7 was 1384. So first of all, I'm not bullish on this unless we confirm above 1350, right? So the fact that this is here, again, wouldn't have happened, but let's entertain it. Okay, let's entertain it. So then they give you a false move to the downside, and then they give you the push. So like there's been a fight here. So now bulls finally took over. But we got to zoom in to really see what's going on here. So look at the T7s, okay? T7, right? It gave you, let me see. Let me get rid of this because it actually played out. T7 gave you entry, stop loss, take profit target, right? Here's your stop loss. So here's your entry, right? This candle, it never hit the stop, right? It never hit the stop. Instead, it exceeded the take profit target. The indicator gave you the trade and it played out. Okay. Then it happened over here. This one didn't play out. It's okay. It has about an 80% success rate. I've already done the math. So we get it on this, but it's a false move. And we don't have confirmation. So when you do T7s, you wait for confirmation before you just hop into it, period. So it ends up turning around and is retaken by the VWAP, and we're hitting the stop loss. So that's fine, right? This failed, but short loss, very small loss, right? Let me show you what I mean. So if this is an entry at 1333, which again, it wouldn't have been at the top, but whatever. Right here, and then this would have been your take profit target, and then that would have given you almost a 3R, right? So it's a 3R. Even if I bring it right to it, okay, that makes it a 2R. Okay, so but you're risking 1 to get 2, right? So then it falls down, it hits demand, right? Sell side liquidity. Then we retake here, and then another T7 forms. This T7 is an absolute monster of a print. Okay, so this one takes you, I mean, it went all the way up here, so it gave you a 5R on this trade, but the take profit target it gave you was here, which was a 2R. Okay, but you break a structure and you have momentum, so you carry that right to the top here, right? So there was multiple trades within this trade when we were looking at the daily. So now you're wondering where we're going now. Well, we have another T7, okay, a continuation, because at this point you're in the uptrend, you're scalping this on the way up, right? And this is kind of the same boat, right? So we retake VWAP, we're above the 200 day, and now we already missed the entry and we're kind of high up here. So I wouldn't necessarily be getting in right here. I would be waiting for price to come back to retest 1350, and then I'd ride this up to the previous day low. And then if we can have bullish momentum through that, then we have this T signals take profit target of 1454, and then from there, boom. Okay, hold on, what is this? Take profit target 1454. Okay, easy. Whew. All right, so let's talk about it. What did we all go over today? Hold up. Today, everybody, first of all, we are like a half hour plus past my timer because I was feeling generous and we had so much participation and so much love. So I appreciate that. My mama showed up, my wife showed up, the family showed up, my godmama showed up, the Discord showed up, KGU showed up. Let's get it, right? So today we cover Nokia, AVGO, IWM, Apple, RCAT, Reddit, MRVL, MDT, BBAI, IGV, Meta, HPE, man, hold up, Hood, Fly, Tesla, BMNR, Nvidia. Let's go. We crushed it. Hold on, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We killed that. And with every one of those 17, there was value, and there was a training within that. There was a training within the training, and that's the masterclass level stuff, in my opinion. Some people pay for this, right? And I gave that all to y'all within this time frame, so I appreciate y'all being here. I hope y'all can appreciate it. We're gonna get back to Q&A because I always do a Q&A at the end of this for about 2 minutes, but your boy is tired. Man, we killed the game, but your boy need a break. Hold up. This is the rapid fire chart analysis. Your boys. For real, let's go. All right, so let me read the comments. All right, my wife says, listen, I say every day that I wish I had a damn Nokia phone. I could throw it off a 12-story building and I'd still be able to play that snake game 100%. Fair Skillian, I'm up 200% on calls, probably taking profits. Hey, if you have multiple contracts, it's okay to trim up. If you have the indicator tells you when to protect your profits, when it's safe to hold. Consider getting it, okay? It takes that ambiguity out of it, all the guesswork and fear of losing or winning or whatever, losing games. It takes it out of the equation. I'm telling y'all, try it out. Again, you're 200% up. You're probably a goat at this. And that doesn't mean that you can't have a tool that can help you goat up even more. Let's goat up times 2, big dog. Get the indicator. You don't need to think so hard about, man, I got out too early. There's probably more skin on the bone. Or you get out and then you FOMO back in. Yeah, that was the intentions behind the hold status row on the indicator. So we didn't have that, so I can get rid of the FOMO that comes with being a trader, right? That's just the human side of things. $17 call option for July. Man, that's a lot of reading. I'm gonna need a dictaphone. I'm gonna get one of them Flintstone birds. Start talking to me. It's called a dictabird. Yeah, that's what it is. I need a dictabird. You're greatly appreciated, bro. Jamie, I appreciate you. LG says, I liked the light up antenna. Yeah, all right. Microsoft would have been nice. Would have been nice. What do you mean would have been nice? Like to trade? Because yeah, we traded it and got 100% on Microsoft. Yes, says Jeff. Come on, Jeff. Hey, anybody that's a Megalodon right now in the Discord that's consider being a Leviathan, man, after tomorrow, the price goes up. All right. And I'm not trying to force nobody's hand or put pressure on you or anything like that, but it's been like this for a long time. And I started low, and because I knew that I was building, just like everything that I do, I know that I'm building. So when I'm building and in build mode, I discount things aggressively because I know what I'm providing, but I'm also the people that subscribe early understand that they're giving me grace and space and time, and they're kind of helping me make it what it is. But now that we've developed the structure, the plan, the cadence, and we have more coming into the Leviathans, the price is going up to where it was meant to be. All right. And it's not something I'm pulling out of my butt or anything like that. It's something that I've been talking about before we even started the Leviathans. Okay. When I announced it, y'all seen the price. Now we're getting to that point right now. So you have till the end of day tomorrow to take advantage. And y'all already know. And you already know how to get to it. It's in the app. You have to be a Megalodon, and then you have to be an app member. After tomorrow, yeah, I'll put in details later. Bear Skillion, you the man? No, you the man. All right. Yeah. My wife says fire chart analysis was lit tonight. Let's go. If my wife says it lit, and it really was lit, and I'm hungry. Much appreciated. Joy says, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you. Everybody, just so you know, especially the Discord community, I appreciate the patience and the grace. Y'all know I'm working hard. Y'all don't know how hard I work. It's a lot, right? It's a lot. And so the grace that y'all give me, like it really is appreciated. But just do know, I stand on business and I try my best to deliver. And if y'all don't see me, I'm working for you. Trust me on that. I'm working for you. And yeah, I mean, I can't do it, and I can't kind of do what I need to do and like kind of grow as a trader either without y'all. So it's truly helpful, and it's truly been a blessing to have y'all a part of this community. So thank y'all. Appreciate it. That's my community. Also KGU all day. Same thing, right? I've been blessed with a lot of blessings, and a lot of you guys put me on this platform, and I'll never forget this, right? And I'm a small minnow in this game, but I'll never forget the people that put me on, like, and that's y'all. Because y'all, like, even though I'm delivering and I'm giving like advice, it's, giving my knowledge, even though I'm giving my knowledge, you're getting something from me, but there's 1,000 freaking YouTubers and people in this community that's doing it, rather they BSing or not, whatever. And y'all could be watching anybody, y'all could be supporting anybody, but y'all choose to be here, and that's mad respect, and I'll never forget it. So whenever, as I grow and as I become who I'm destined to be, like I'm trying to speak things into fruition, positive manifestation type stuff. Like, so when I'm a millionaire, right? And as I grow my journey, trust me when I say, like, I'm going to continue to pour into people, and eventually, like, man, I hope I get to a point where I'm like, hey, here, you know what I mean? Here, everything, you know, because I'm not trying to make $1 million off of y'all. I'm trying to make $1 million off of me. Right. But I got to get there, and I can't get there necessarily without the support and love that y'all gave me. So I appreciate that all day. Real talk. Jeff says, is it best to keep looking at the Education Hub to brush up? Yes, always. The Education Hub is exactly what I teach in a condensed fashion, right? But the next level from that is the Leviathans. Okay. So if you, Jeff, you're a Megalodon. You've been through the training 101s. You've been through the training 201s. You've been through the Education Hub on the app. You are prime for Leviathans. I understand if you get or don't need it, whatever, but like you are that the definition of the person that's next. Like that's the next level for you. Right? What does the masterclass come with? Okay, so it's not. I'll get back to you on that, Trevor, and I'll give you the breakdown. Okay, how do you get the indicator? All right, the indicator is right here. I just shared the link to the indicator to Fair Skin Lonnie. Okay, I think I just changed your name up on you. We appreciate you and everything you're doing. I usually don't get to chime in as I'm busy with life, but today was the day I had time to sit down and glad I tuned in. I appreciate you being here, Will. Thank you for sharing that. Danielle, my wife says, calling out Will, glad you were able to tune in. Yep, absolutely, says LG. R1 says, do I have to be in the KGU Discord to join your Megalodon, or can I subscribe separately? No, you don't have to be in KGU, right? But I will say, I don't know if you are KGU, but I'm going to say this until I'm blue in the face, okay? If anybody here is in KGU that wants to be in Sacrifice for Riches, right? Understand this. My community is small, right? And I'm one person. I do what I can, but I have tools in place to make it feel like it's like 7 of me. Right. At the end of the day, though, like I would never like recommend leaving KGU for my Discord. Right. And he doesn't need me to say that. Like the dude's he's big. He's KGU he's a millionaire or whatever. He doesn't need me to like do that. Like, but at the same time, like I understand my whole purpose is to make sure that people are gaining the most value. Right. And I would never want to pull somebody away from resources that they probably haven't tapped into. You know what I mean? So if you're in KGU and you want to be in Sacrifice for Riches and you can do both, great. If KGU is in your vibe, I totally understand that too. He would understand that too, right? Different strokes, different folks. At the end of the day, I think what we all want is for people to find a home, because it's too lonely, and you don't have to be lonely. This road, this path is too crazy, and you don't have to be alone. So if a big university isn't for you and you rather be in a community college, great. If you can do both, right? Because I'm like a study hall to KGU, right? You can do that, right? But a lot of people leave Discords because they're not winning or whatever, but they also have not tapped into all the resources available to them. And I hate that's, for me, it's like quitting. And I hate to see it. But at the same time, like you got to vibe too. You have to be directed. You need to understand your place and stuff like that. And if you are lost in a sea of people, in a sea of just stuff and no direction, I get that. Then I understand wanting to pivot and go somewhere else. Right. So you do you, whatever y'all want. I'll welcome you with open arms. I'm a crown trader at KGU. I will be there, and I will be supporting and putting people into that community until they don't want me there anymore for some reason, right? Which I don't foresee happening, but whatever. But yeah, that's what I got to say about that. But yeah, you can follow the link that's pinned to the comments to join the Megalodons for full access here in my Discord. Roll Life says, we got your back like 4 flats in the Cadillac. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I love that. My wife says you can subscribe several. Yes. Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti. Hey, welcome. Thanks for subscribing. What else I missed? He's right. Okay, I don't know what. Am I right? Okay. LG says I stepped away and didn't get to hear if you told me what stocks are in the mastermind. I didn't get that question, but right now I'll tell you. Just give me a minute. But if there are stocks that you want in the alerts, let me know too. Leviathans have exclusivity of that access, but you're a lifetime member, so I will also grant you that that request as well, big dog. Trevor says it's difficult out here and want to be a great trader, just don't know what to do and where to start. Start with me, man. I don't know. Start with me, and I'll do my best to help you. All right, but I'm coming fresh from L's. You know what I mean? Like it's still fresh for me, being in the game for so long. But I get you, right? Like I get you, and I'm not a millionaire, but I know what works, and I build tools and I put systems and processes in place to help curve that learning, right, for new traders. So shortening that time it takes to get to understanding, right? And that's my whole game, right? Yeah, I'm a bit overwhelmed. I'm on four different Discords, groups paying for each. Nope. I get so many alerts. Hey, stop. Kill 2 to 3 of those Discords. No disrespect. I don't even need to know who the Discords are. They're probably all great people, but I'm telling you to kill them for you. I don't care about them. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't care about them. You're first, right? Y'all, as an individual, you're first. And if you have 4 different Discords, you have 4 different types of trading minds that's coming at you. You have 4 different types of alerts and signals that all contradict each other in some fashion. And that will have you second guessing, and it will kill your momentum. It'll kill your drive to want to do this. It'll make you frustrated, right? It's insane. That's just too much. It'll have you question every decision that you make. You'll never stick to a plan or a strategy or a process, right? It is not healthy to be in more than 2 Discords max, in my opinion. Now, if you can be in 4 and they're all used specifically for different reasons and you can categorize that, great, right? I don't care if you're in my Discord. I would love to have you, right? It's not about that. It's about just narrow your community down. All right. Narrow it down to 1 to 2. Okay. If I'm part of that, great. If I'm not, it's okay. Right. But I don't want you to get overwhelmed so much where you quit before you even get started. All right. So, hey, that's all I got to say about that. If you want to be a part of mine, the link is there, but continue to tap in on the Thursday lives and just keep me posted with how things are going with you. All right. Danielle, sorry, I was trying to answer any questions I knew since chat was a bit. Thank you so much, babe. No, you did great. And it was a lot. It was a lot of participation, which I'm grateful for. R1X says your indicator is the best one I've seen. Very impressed. I appreciate that. Please share with others because, like I said, this needs to grow organic. I don't want to push this as like some massive ad. I see them. I see all the ads for all the indicators, and I see what they do, and they don't do squat. They do stuff, but they don't do what mine does. They don't do what mine does. that table that I give you, the cockpit table, is a game changer. And then I paint. Somebody's gonna rip me off eventually, right? So somebody's gonna copy what I do, and then they're gonna promote it, and then that's gonna blow up, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I can't control that. What I can control is that everybody that I talk to and connect with, I tell them about it, and I tell them that it works. And then that's also something that y'all can control, right? And that's it, right? Jeff, hold on. Miss Narrow says too many voices. It doesn't work. Yep, nope. Jeff, once again, he's right. Hello, pick one Discord. Trev says, is the indicator for swing trading or day trading? Mostly. It's for all trading. You can scalp with it. There's a scalping option. You can trade crypto, futures, forex, stocks, whatever. You can swing trade, day trade, whatever you need to do. It's by design. Okay. And I appreciate it. Okay. And then somebody asked about the Masterclass. So the Masterclass, it's called the Leviathan tier. Okay. And the Leviathan tier, I can show you everything that it gives you, but essentially it's a small group of us, right? And we meet once a month for a Masterclass session. We have a whole structure, right? So we meet once a month for the Masterclass. These are group sessions where we're like on a Google Meets, right? So we do meet face to face. People can choose to show their face, but I do always encourage participation. So this is more of like an inner circle almost, right? And it's more like an internship in my opinion, and because that's what it's designed to be. But there's a lot of traders that aren't like at a level that they want to be, so we had to pivot with what my intentions were and give more of like a detailed breakdown of everything, giving you the why behind the execution and the actions. So one masterclass a month, and then we have and every week to follow is a check-in, right? We do and this happens every Sunday around 7:30 at night. We have our own channel, right? And we communicate there. They have different tools and resources. They actually get the indicator for free. They get the app that I have for free. And then they get special access to within our S4R Trader Pro app that I have. They tend to get discounts on future tools or whatever, any add-ons. So all that is like the Leviathan is like the tier of all tiers. So like pretty much y'all get everything. Like there's no close, like you have to be a Megalodon to be a Leviathan as of right now. The pricing for that changes at the end of the day, Friday. I'm not going to talk about pricing on the for the change of it all, but yeah, so that's what that is. So yeah, you get exclusive resources, tools. You get access to private live streams that we've already recorded, and then you get a separate education hub within the trading app. And then you get also, what do you call it? Transcripts of all of our plays, all of our calls. And then there's a lot. The list is endless. I think it's more than that even. And then you also get a quarterly one-on-one, which is about 30 minutes, that gets implemented this summer. It's always been a part of the plan. Baby, just so you know, I'm not adding things to anything. That's just part of the plan, and it's worked into my current rotation of content and stuff. So and then I'm kind of like on demand, not really on demand, but like Leviathans, like they're a special tier, like, so because they are our highest tier member, and my goal or vision is to create a trading team. That's what I want out of that. I don't know if it's gonna happen, we'll see. So I give them a little extra attention, right? And they have some influence too, as it relates to the shape of the Discord. So yeah, that's Leviathans. So in order to be a Leviathan, you have to first go to the WAP app or the WAP link that's pinned to the comments, and then sign up to be full access Discord member. And then you should see an option to for the trading app on WAP as well. So you click into that, you sign up, and then you'll see an option after the onboarding to become a Leviathan. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to any of the community members that are Leviathans. And then yeah, for sure. Oh. Well, we have about 4 seats available. Yeah, anyway, I think that's it. I think, hold on, let me scroll. Did I miss anything? Okay, R1X says, I work 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. Do I need to be at a PC during trading hours for the indicator to work, or will it help? The indicator works all hours. I'm a very busy person. I'm rarely at my computer. And you can use it from your cell phone. Okay. You can use it from your cell phone, your tablet, whatever. Okay. You do not need to be at a computer. It is best to be at a computer or at the very least, it's best to have a second monitor or a second screen. Okay. I'm way past my 2-minute mark for answering questions. So Fair says, so I basically put in the ticker and it shows the levels. You mean the indicator? It shows you what's showing right now. Like what? So it'll show you like the analysis of that time frame. So buy side, sell side liquidity, change of character, break of structure. It'll show you supply, demand, buy and bullish and bearish order blocks. It'll show you the previous day high and lows. It'll show you the VWAP, the 200-day EMA. It'll show you if calls or puts are premium or discounted. It'll show you if confluence levels, right? It'll show you, I'm going through the table at this point, but it'll show you equal highs and equal lows. It'll show you, and then it's the table. Like, so it shows you all that on the chart, and then it shows you the table, and the table has 12 rows, and those rows is pretty much like that's your clean look of what's going on in that time frame. That gives you that's like your quick read. So that breaks down everything in that time frame and says, hey, this is trending, this is bullish, this is above VWAP and EMAs, it has a bullish structure, right, or trend. It's also bullish on a higher time frame. It reads a higher time frame for you. It tells you if how many confluences are showing, rather it's 1 to 6 up to 6 stars for confluence, or 1 to 6 confluence, aka confirmations. It'll let you know if you should be watching for longs or watching for shorts. It'll let you know if volume is low, active, or if there's a spike of institutional volume there. It'll also let you know your hold status. It'll say, hey, you're safe to hold longs, you're safe to hold puts. It'll tell you if it's if you should protect or tighten your position or tighten your stop loss. So it gives you all that information. And then the last thing that it does is now we added the T7 on top of that, and the T7 lets you know when to get in when you're in a trend. So instead of trying to guess the pullbacks or guessing when to hop into like a trending play, you turn on the T7, and then it lets you know, hey, enter here, take profit here, stop loss here, and then you can ride the wave up and just scalp your way up, or whatever. But it's designed to lose very little because those stop losses are pretty tight, right? So, and essentially when you're in a trend, you're basing things off of price action, right? So even without that, like if price falls below your entry candle, then that means it's invalidated. So my indicator naturally paints that for you, so you don't need to think about it. Once, if it falls through, then the play is invalidated. It's a wrap. So move on, right? So it's dope. Trust me, it's dope. Hold on, let's see here. Okay, yes, makes 100% sense, and I look forward to it. Absolutely. Sign up for the indicator, and I'll get y'all access before market open tomorrow, likely tonight. LG says we will know the original creator of the indicator. Yeah, nobody wants to knock something that's not good. Ask Gucci. There you go. All right, I gotta go. Thanks for all the game. Yeah, absolutely. Got it. Y'all, I gotta go. I'm exhausted, but we're gonna go out. How should we go out? Let's go out with this track. This is Stocks for Real, Sacrifice for Riches. Everybody, take care.
Yeah. I don't want more just to say I got it. I want freedom. It's different. Freedom move. I don't move how they want now. Time too expensive. I can't water it down now. Built from the pressure, I can breathe with my chest out. Came from the grind, now I'm carving my route out. Freedom, oh. I need space, I need options. I need peace in my house, not applause in my comments. I need keys to my time, not a chain with a shine. If it don't free my life, it don't stay on my mind. I used to count every hour like it owed me. Clock in, clock out, still feeling like the old me. Dream in my pocket, bill sitting on my shoulder. Smiling for the world while the inside got colder. I ain't hate work, I just hated being on. Hated asking for a break from a life that was my own. Hated missing little moments that don't never come again. Hated knowing I was built for more and playing it pretend. So I got still with it, got real with it. Stop trying to talk dreams and build with it. No wishful thinking, no fake grind quotes. Just long nights, log in the tightrope walk. I ain't chasing fast money, I'm chasing calm mornings. Breakfast with my family, no phone calls warning. That's wealth to me, that's legacy. That's why I move carefully. They want the look, I want the leverage. They want the shine, I want the exit. Freedom mode, I don't move how they want now. Time too expensive, I can't water it down now. Built from the pressure, I can breathe with my chest out. Came from the grind, now I'm carving my route out. Freedom mode. I need space, I need options. I need peace in my house, not applause in my comments. I need keys to my time, not a chain with a shine. If it don't free my life, it don't stay on my mind. Yeah, freedom don't mean lazy. Freedom mean choice. Freedom mean I finally got ownership of voice. Freedom mean my daughter see a man and stay committed. Not a man that had a dream and got scared to go live it. Freedom mean my wife get more than what's left of me. More than tired eyes and stress sitting next to me. Freedom mean I build so the weight don't recycle. Break the old loop, make a new title. I seen people flex cars they don't even control. Big image outside, still trapped in the soul. That ain't my lane, that ain't my aim. I want less chain, more domain. I want land in my schedule, peace in my mental. Room for the people I love, that's essential. If I get rich but lose presence, that's broke to me. If I gain time and keep purpose, that's gold to me. They want the look, I want the leverage. They want the shine, I want the exit. Freedom mode, I don't move how they want now. Time too expensive, I can't water it down now. Built from the pressure, I can breathe with my chest out. Came from the grind, now I'm carving my route out. Freedom mode. I need space, I need options. I need peace in my house, not applause in my comments. I need keys to my time, not a chain with a shine. If it don't free my life, it don't stay on my mind. I'm not trying to escape work, I'm trying to choose mine. I'm not trying to look free, I'm trying to use time. I'm not trying to be seen, I'm trying to be there for the people that I love when they need me there. Freedom mode, I don't move how they want now. Time too expensive, I can't water it down now. Built from the pressure, I can breathe with my chest out. Came from the grind, now I'm carving my route out. I need peace in my house, not applause in my comments. I need keys to my time, not a chain with a shine. If it don't fit my life, it don't stay on my mind. Freedom ain't the flex, Freedom is the function.